What's up, Playboy? What's happening, all you cool cats and kittens? Welcome to Rogan and Runescape. This episode is fucking lit. I love it. You get your Runescape fix. Then we dive into COVID. We dive into the Mandala Effect. We talk about Nazis. We talk about global consciousness. We talk about the Matrix. There's so many cool things in this episode. They're later in. Can't tell you exactly what time it is because I'm actually waiting for the audio file to transfer into GarageBand right now. We have a new guest on here, and kudos to the new guest. Dude's name's David, or Systems of Evil. Is that it? Yes, Systems of Evil. This dude, I love this guy already. He's super funny, super knowledgeable, got a great personality, perfect for podcasting. You'll hear him on here, and yeah, definitely hope he comes back. So without further ado, let's get into it. Also, thank you everybody. We're almost at 600 downloads a week right now. It's fucking lit. I love the community. I love what I call is the Rogan Runescape family. You know, super cool guys, you know, and ladies. We don't flame each other. That's one of the best things about it, you know, is that we treat everyone with respect. Everyone's, you know, just, you know, tells people, you know, good morning, have a good day. You know what I'm saying? People are here to help each other. You know, it's no flame wars. You're not picking on anyone. I love it, man. I really do. I'm super appreciative. You know, I've got, I guess, family values because I have a big family, and I wanted to implement that into this podcast because why treat people like shit? You know what I'm saying? Why would we flame people? Why would we treat people like shit? You know, strength in numbers, man. We got a big family here, a lot of big hearts. You don't fuck with family. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, without further ado, for the second time, let's get into it.
Just to fuck around, dude. That shit is busted.
What'd you buy?
A Dragon Hunter Lance just to like fuck around with it on a Blue Dragon task. That shit is busted, dude.
You should let me snag that.
I already sold it back. I literally bought it and sold it right after the task. I just wanted to try it out, see what the hype was.
Damn you.
I do got plenty of shit if you ever need to borrow anything.
I'm good for now.
I mean, Dragon Warhammer, Claws, pretty much everything you can need. Don't have any of the Dragon Hunter weapons though.
I have the crossbow.
Crossbow's better anyway, isn't it?
For some tasks, I feel like, but for majority of them, no. I think the lance is always a little bit quicker for some of them.
I thought at Vorkath, like, the crossbow was better.
I like using it at Warcraft, yeah.
But like, the lance, I know, costs less, yeah.
It costs less to get it, and you use less resources, too, because you're not using those bolts.
Like, I'm at 89 strength, dude, and I was hitting, like, constant, like, 40 plus, like, 40, 45 or something like that, 46 maybe.
Damn.
I mean, I have... Everything else was best in slot strength here, though.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so remember, you were saying you just got your computer set up and shit. You just got your desk set up.
Yep.
Pretty awesome.
It's all set up, ready to go.
You got your battle station ready. You just joined in. Oh, what's up, Taxon?
Not this fucking guy.
Yeah, I decided not to do video this one. I need a fucking haircut, and I don't feel like going through the 4 hours of editing. I mean, I can.
You should see my fucking hair. It's so bad.
Let's do a video one.
I don't have a camera.
Ew.
Yeah. I'll FaceTime you.
Yeah, I'll hold up the camera. I'll hold up the phone to the webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been doing the Varrock agility course, rooftop course. which is nice, I guess, for certain, like, you know, because it's AFK, but also at the same time, I fucking hated it. Like, you know, running on the rooftops and then that and Canif rooftop.
Yeah. Once you get to, was it Sears Village? It's not bad.
Well, I mean, I got all I need right now. Like, I got 48. That's all I need for the for RFD.
Yeah, I would finish that and then probably work on it again, though. Oh my god, I just accidentally dismissed a genie. You're fucking joking.
I hate that. What a waste. What an literal XP waste.
Literal.
Man, dude, I just ate 200 milligrams of CBD. I was taking a nap earlier.
What was that thing? What was the stuff that we were talking about that you were saying was legal the other day that I'd never heard of?
Kratom?
Yeah, that's it.
Kratom or Kratom. Some people pronounce it Kratom. Yeah, it's pretty baller, you know, for what it is. I mean, from my experience, most like legal like highs, for lack of better words, for the most part, are pretty like mild, unless you count like dextromethorphan, Robitussin. That's pretty fucking nuts. They actually sell like Robitussin, like the active ingredient in Robitussin, which is dextromethorphan DXM. They actually sell that at head shops or like tobacco stores and in like a extracted form called like, I think it's like Trippy Cough or something like that. And if you drink like 300 or take 300 milligrams of DXM, you'll be fucking flying, buddy. Like, it's a disassociative, so it's allegedly you'll be flying nuts. It's crazy. But yeah, Kratom is it's a mild version, basically, as far as the way it feels. It's like a mild painkiller. Like if you were to take like one Percocet or like a half of a Percocet, it's not going to give you the nods and it's not going to give you like the itches and stuff. You're not going to be fading like that. But if you took like that aspect of it away and like it basically gives you like a calm, I don't know, uplifted mood. And honestly, like if anyone's curious about Kratom, I would say that it's more effective for work if you're trying to get through the workday or if you have like chronic pain or something like that, than if you're just chilling, sitting around the house. I noticed that like if you're at work and you take like say 5 grams of green Mangda Kratom or green Borneo Kratom or even white Malay, because there's like 3 different types. You got green, white, and red. Green's supposed to be like, or white's supposed to be like an upper, red's supposed to be like a downer, green's supposed to be more of like a mixture of the two. And then you got within those 3 types, then you got strains. So there's a whole bunch of different strains like Malay, Mangda, Borneo, shit like that. But yeah, if you take like 5 grams or whatever and you do like some physical labor work or whatever, you'll get through your workday, you know, as long as you're not looking at your phone. I feel like it would help you get through your workday, like make it a lot quicker. You have a better attitude about it.
Well, now that you got through your ad read,
yeah, shoutouts to OK Kratom, Organic Kratom, or OPMS. But also at the same time, Rogan and Runescape does not what is it called? Recommend taking any mind-altering substances.
What? Maybe the podcast, but Kratom's fucking dope, dude. I recommend it.
Yeah, so you would recommend it too. I had a friend, or we'll call him a friend. I had a friend try like how many did it take? 4 grams of like green.
Enough.
He didn't feel shit. I mean, he weighs like 170. I weigh more like
enough.
145. Yeah, but I feel like I could feel 5 grams weighing 145.
I'd always take 10 to 12 every time I took it.
10 to 12 grams or capsules? Because they're half-gram capsules.
Some capsules are a gram. It depends on the brand. But no, 10 to 12 grams.
Jesus Christ.
That works
Like,
real good.
I don't know why my shit wasn't fucking working, bro. Yeah, I was trying to talk to you about kratom. That shit is like, it's like a, yeah, it's like, I'm trying to get a good point on that. It's like a mild opiate. What's up, by the way? But anyway, it's like a mild
Actually,
opiate.
it's the exact. It's like the
It's
opposite
okay.
of an opiate, dude. It
No,
blocks the
no,
opioid
nah, bro.
receptors in your
It's a
brain.
mild opiate with a fucking, like, a little bit of a weed high. I swear. That's what it is.
Oh, the
It's like,
high? Yeah, it's like an opiate high, dude. But
Yeah, as far as
that's
the
why it's so
feeling goes.
good. That's why it's so good for like dope heads trying to get off of pills or heroin, is because
oh,
it
it's
blocks
not,
the
bro. Fuck
opioid
that shit.
receptors in your brain.
I'd rather get on Suboxone or I'd rather get on fucking methadone, fucking, honestly, than getting on kratom, because, like, dude, that shit's like a 2-week withdrawal.
What, kratom?
Yeah, it's serious, bro.
Fuck no.
I swear,
I
go
don't
look
think
it up. Go
Dude,
read into it. Go read into it. I know people that's taking that shit.
that's
I know
silly,
people-
bro.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. They're selling that shit too, bro.
Yeah, but if you're
I don't agree
fucking
with that.
banging heroin
I do
4
not-
times a day, dude, I
I
think
do not
kratom
think
would
it has a
probably be
withdrawal.
better.
It does not.
So-
Kratom does not have a withdrawal, at least for me. Like your body might be different, but
You gotta be dependent on it.
I took
I
a
mean-
bunch one time and then took a
Not
Percocet.
one time. You said
2
one
hours
time, nigga.
later, the Percocet did nothing.
You said one time, dude. You gotta take
No.
that shit like consecutive. You gotta be dependent
Nah,
on that shit.
dude, there have been times in my life when I have taken it allegedly every day for probably for months because, like I was
I don't
saying
know,
about
man.
chronic
I
pain.
know a lot of people have been through withdrawals, like bad withdrawals and that shit.
People may be different. The reason I wanted to say that and state like how it affects me is because, you know, I don't want people who are trying to get off of shit to like be afraid of it because they think that they're gonna have a withdrawal. You're not gonna have a fucking withdrawal from kratom. At least
Anyone
I've seen it.
listening,
I've
if you
seen it.
have
I don't know,
a
man.
pill
I guess it
problem,
really is.
any
It depends on
opiate
like the
problem,
person.
try
I
out
don't know,
kratom.
man.
it's better than opiates.
I guess it just depends on the person. Yeah, it's definitely better than opiates, but I mean, shit, dude, I don't know. I'd rather I think like Suboxone is like made to put you in a better, like a certain mindset, like a mindset of like getting your.
now that
like,
has withdrawals.
Oxen,
yeah,
holy
yeah,
fuck.
but it's I can guarantee you that shit. I've seen somebody go through withdrawals on kratom. I've been through withdrawals on Suboxone. I'm going through it right now.
Man, when I
Definitely,
was-
it's
when I
not. It's
was
nowhere
a
near as bad as.
dude,
It's
I
nowhere
had-
near as bad as kratom, bro.
Bro, if your friend was going through withdrawals on kratom, that motherfucker must have been
It's not one
sniffing
friend, bro. It's not one.
sniffing
It's not
some-
just. No, it's not just one friend. It's been like 7 or 8 people I know. I've seen them literally. Like
Well,
Yeah, I
I
got
think
shit kratom.
I think we can agree that people are different.
it might be
but,
different. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's probably different for a lot of people.
but I have never ever had like a withdrawal from kratom.
Dude, fuck Suboxone, man. I used to have a problem when I was like 19. I mean, that was almost 10 years ago, and I took everything, bro. Like, the Dilaudid was my shit, but
What
nothing
was it
ever. The only thing that ever fucking made me dope sick was Suboxone. Like, I was throwing up the whole next
Just
day.
look it
Fuck
up.
that shit,
Look it
dude.
up on the. Look it up on Google. It says it's like
Fuck
I'm gonna
that
give
shit
you,
and fuck all that shit.
the opiate. Let me read it out. It says the opiate withdrawal syndrome associated with kratom can come with significant withdrawal symptoms that physically may be similar to flu symptoms. Emotionally, they include severe depression, drug cravings. And
Yeah, but those
anxiety.
are weak
Kratom-
bitches, bro. Those are weak bitches. If you're
That's what
having
I'm
flu, like
talking
if you're
What are
having
you fucking
flu,
talking about, nigga? These niggas that have been on fucking heroin, bro.
yeah, this is weak bitches, bro. If you're having literal
Like,
withdrawals from kratom,
You comprehend to that shit, bro.
it just makes me laugh.
I mean, opiate withdrawals can legit kill you, so still I
Okay.
take the kratom.
Alcohol withdrawals will not opiate.
Welcome to-
Wait, what?
Pretty
Don't-
sure they can.
don't-
Alcohol
nigga.
definitely can, but
Oh,
I'm pretty
fuck
sure.
no. Opiate withdrawals will not kill you. Look that shit up. It's severe, but it's not gonna kill you. I've been through that shit. Like, yo, I used to go through that shit every fucking day, bro. I already know.
Can opiate withdrawals kill you? Yes, people can die from opiate withdrawal. It's
That's
generally
it.
thought that
that's-
opiate withdrawals
It's the
are
same thing they
pleasant
did
but
with the
not
fucking
life-threatening.
coronavirus, bro.
But death can and does occur. The complications of withdrawal are often underestimated and
Well, you ugly as
monitored
fuck, nigga.
inadequately. Oh, man, just saying, dude. Same with
bro, but
benzos.
real-
Benzos fuck you up, dude.
I mean, I personally, I don't know. I don't think, you know. I guess you have to be like on fentanyl or some shit, you know. Like, you have to be like on a fucking severe dose of like fentanyl. Like, you know, taking like a fucking, I don't know, an ounce of that shit a fucking day to actually die off, you know, opiate withdrawals.
The
but
problem with
alcohol-
fentanyl, dude, is there's more than one kind of fentanyl, and if you get
Carfentanil,
carfentanil,
yeah, I
it's
know.
like 1,000 times stronger, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
Dude, so guess
that's-
what
I
I
mean-
just found out today? I already knew that there is like this pharmaceutical brand of ketamine. It's called esketamine, which honestly is hilarious because it reminds me of like that. It reminds me of that little pump thing, like let's get it. Like it's called, yeah, let's get it, man. Esketamine is what it's called.
Speaking of Lil Pump, did y'all see 6ix9ine got out of jail?
I heard about that.
6ix9ine's about to get killed, bro.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude.
He's already getting on like Instagram and shit, like flexing and like stupid, bro. Like, dude, what the fuck? are you
Flexing
doing?
about how he snitched, dude.
Yeah, I know. He's actually trying to play it off. He's like, yo, talking about, am I missing something? Like, dude, everybody fucking knows, bro. Like, they have your whole entire like court case on, like, you know, fucking, I don't know, Safari, bro. You go search that shit, you can see every single fucking word. But
Yeah, I haven't looked into any of that shit yet, but I mean, obviously, dude's a fool. Like even before the snitching, like you know, obviously, dude's a fool. But so real quick before I forget, I saw that like I already knew that there was like esketamine or whatever, but I thought it was only in New York. If you go to the website, I'll have to look it up. But if you type in ESKETAMINE and Google, it's like one of the first links that comes up is the actual company that makes it. And on their website, they have like a button that you can click that like finds doctors around your area that are like, they give you like this intranasal spray of ketamine. It's esketamine. And there's a couple doctors around the Richmond area that are doing that shit. I'm like, what? Like Virginia is usually like one of the last states to be progressive about anything. So that kind of
surprised, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, really, just the whole United States, I feel like, is just sick on fucking opiates, bro. Like, 100%. I mean, I think it's definitely getting better after, like, you know, the past year or two. It's definitely not, nobody's putting any focus on the opioid epidemic. I think it's just kind of like a silent kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, I was referring to ketamine, which is a disassociative, but yeah, I agree with you though. It's a
You're talking about, that's a dissociative? Or,
yeah,
my bad.
ketamine.
Okay. Hey, you talking about ketamine, nigga?
Yeah, that's what I was.
I thought you said something that was like, I thought you pronounced that shit like a whole different way, but yeah, it's not like
Esketamine.
that. Oh, okay, that's ketamine.
Esketamine. Let's get it, man.
I've taken like a small ass dose of ketamine before. It was really like a depth perception type of thing, but I never did like a crazy amount. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that shit, dude. It's
The
like a
best
horse
shit is
tranquilizer.
mushrooms, dude.
Horse tranquilizer, I'm pretty sure.
What? Yeah, ketamine is always
I'm positive. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
That shit comes from vets' offices.
Mm-hmm.
That's not for human consumption. But
Yeah, my bad. I thought you were talking about opiates still.
No. I
A lot
feel
of
like
people
we're
don't-
like
it's a lot of-
Dr. Drew. Opiates and RuneScape.
It's a serious issue, bro.
Welcome to another episode of Opiates and RuneScape.
What's your dog doing? Remember? Is he
Oh, he's chilling in the other room. I'm
ain't barking today?
working
Motherfucker was
in the
loud.
office.
You're in the office? Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not in the office. I'm in my office at the house.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got cribs, and then you got offices on offices.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, so Missouri just reopened though, which is where I work, and
You work the whole state of Missouri.
yeah, basically.
if he works for the state,
Are you the governor?
I don't work for the
He's-
state. I work
He's the
in the
fucking
state.
FBI.
He is
In
the
the
state.
FBI. He's the
Sure.
CIA, bro.
But so like we were all curious. We were gonna have to start going back to the office. My boss said that they're still gonna it was still gonna require us to make or to wear the mask.
They're gonna require you to mate.
Yeah, make or wear. No, they're gonna
but
require
at
us
the
to,
liquor
to
store, they
wear.
were wearing Crown Royal bags on their face. I was fucking dead.
Damn. Yeah, we ain't wearing shit over in the electrical construction field,
Yeah,
but
which is weird.
it is kind of weird. I mean, people would just look at it like, "Oh, why are you wearing a mask? You a sissy?" Like, but really, they're probably pussy. Probably be the
That's
first
the
ones to
fucking
get.
South.
Yeah, for real. It's like if you drill in concrete and you're not, or you wear safety glasses and you put on like a mask while you're drilling concrete. It's like, oh,
You
come
can't
on,
see
man,
it,
really?
Yeah, you're getting called a bitch for that.
It's fucking nuts. Ducking
It
butts.
really is stupid.
Yeah. So, how was Mother's Day for everybody? What did your mom get you for gifts?
What? That's not how Mother's Day works, dude.
Really?
You meant the other way around.
No, I make my mom get me something for Mother's Day. I didn't even get to see my mom for real because like she's
That sucks.
she's like a scientist or whatever, so she's like super
What the fuck
like
you mean?
she works in like a lab, but she's like
She makes
super. Heard that. Wish I didn't hear that, but I just heard that.
Is she making the man bear pigs of the world?
Take it, Mr. Slide. Take it. Give this monkey what she wants.
Jesus Christ.
Remember the slut off Paris Hilton?
Oh yeah, dude.
And
with Britney Spears?
No, it was big, wasn't it?
Remember Britney Spears? She was like hopping out the vehicle and she had like.
Or was it Paris? Was it?
Like
no,
her
it was
dress
Paris
was like
Hilton,
no, her dress was fucking up too far or some shit like that.
Oh, her beaver.
Oh yeah, I remember
her
that.
beaver was shown.
Wasn't her pussy that was on camera, bro?
And that shit just drooped out. Actually, it wasn't that bad looking. I remember seeing it as a kid, allegedly.
Are you serious?
Allegedly.
Yeah, the picture of
Like
Britney's...
is it a full out picture of it?
Now, to be fair,
He's about
though...
to look this up for himself.
I'm serious, bro. I
just
heard
type in,
about it, but, like...
Britney Spears getting out of a car, vagina, or something like that.
That's what I got to type in. You'll find it, dude.
Oh, dude, but see, look, to be
You'll probably
fair...
find it on the LimeWire.
To be fair, back in like 2006 to 2010, like if you typed in any celebrity and then the word pussy, there was always like fake generated like any celebrity you wanted. If you just type in, so and so
new, bro. What the fuck you
That's still
Sounds like you know this because you've tried this yourself.
I have Googled multiple celebrities' nude photos, and there's always faked ones.
Yeah, remember
current year.
I tried Googling Strictly Bake pussy shot.
I'll send you that for free.
Came up with like over 200 results, probably.
No, please, Strictly. The day that I start getting dick pics from people here at the podcast, I feel like I'm gonna have to retire.
I got ankle pics on my OnlyFans.
Oh shit! How much you want? $10 an ankle?
20, dude.
Oh Jesus!
I ain't cheap.
You are expensive as a motherfucker,
You got them
bro.
bird legs or you got those cankles?
The bird legs.
Dude, this chick did used to pay me to come over though.
Y'all know fucking Reddit has these pictures of Britney Spears.
$100, dude. And she'd buy me whiskey. Like $100, free whiskey, and I get laid. This fucking.
Wait, what'd you have to do?
Just go over to this chick's house and fucking spend the night with her, fuck her and stuff, and she would buy me a bottle of whiskey, give me $100, and usually buy me a pizza too. It was a fucking sweet deal.
Was she in the Special Olympics?
No, she was like 20 years older than me. But
okay, I've always wanted to kind of like find a cougar that would do that, like take care of me for once, rather than me having to buy shit.
I was like, dude, I come over and do that shit for free, but I'll take $100.
Damn, man. Fuck. Did she have both of her legs?
Yes. Yeah, both legs.
Would you have done it if she was like an amputee? Like
I'd have done it for $50 if she was an amputee. You get more leverage.
You have to if she's a veteran.
Fuck, dude. Britney Spears has a fucking sex tape? Oh, shit, I accidentally clicked on that shit. Fuck.
No,
Tornado. Yeah, you might as well buy
laptop.
All right, guys, we're gonna start up a Patreon for the Get Taxing a New Laptop fund because his is fucked.
Holy shit. History. I gotta go fucking delete this shit.
Did anybody else ever download like shit on LimeWire back in the day?
I'm not admitting to anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think there's just statute of limitations on that. You're good,
dude. Allegedly, I had a friend of a friend who did some research with it, and
Well, not allegedly. I used to download all kinds of shit when I was a kid. And one of them I remember downloading was that Pam Anderson sex tape on the boat. Except
Amputee porn.
I had to do it on dial-up, and it took like a fucking week and a half, and then it finally finished.
Oh, Tommy Lee, right? Tommy.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I'm like, I waited a fucking week and a half on that.
No, bro, you're disappointed because Tommy Lee's schlong was like 20 inches long. He had a fucking like a 12-inch.
That's like the opposite of disappointing, dude.
Well, for him,
why would I be less disappointed if he had like a micro dick?
Because then you'd be like, fuck yeah, I got a bigger dick than Tommy Lee.
Still haven't fucked Pamela Anderson, so he's got me there.
Well, it's just because Pamela Anderson doesn't know of you yet.
That's
she
true,
probably
dude.
would. She probably is the one that was paying you $100 to come over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anybody knows Pam Anderson personally, dude, tell her $100. I'll be over there.
Hook a bake up.
On your fucking schedule, bro.
Oh, Lord have
What
mercy.
you want?
So, remember, did you buy that game that you were saying that you really wanted to buy? What was it called? the gas of bus.
We're not going to talk about it. You already know.
You pre-ordered that shit, didn't you?
Fuck no, canceled it.
Oh, dude, speaking of games, bro, did y'all see the Tony Hawk stuff?
Oh, I did see
Dude,
that.
shut
That
your
looks,
ass up.
looks cool.
What is he, like, skating in an
September.
electric wheelchair?
Dude, Tony Hawk is out of his prime by 30 years, bro.
Senior Hawk. I love that game series. I really do, but they fucked up on the last couple games.
Well, that's why I mentioned what I mentioned, because they're releasing Tony Hawk 1 and 2 in September and 4K.
I used to play them bitches every fucking day.
That's cool, but you can't get off your board in 1 and 2. I mean, I'll definitely still probably buy it, but
All right.
Underground and Underground 2 were legendary.
I don't know, dude. That's when it started to change too much.
But to be honest with you, that literally was my favorite game series of all time as a kid. But one of the secondary reason is because of all the glitches, bro. I used to have a website with my neighbor called glitchfinders.tk, and we'd like stay up. He was like a couple years older than me. We like stay up and fucking do like one of the easiest glitches to do was corner glitches. You would just like kick flip in the corner, and if you kept kick flipping in the corner, eventually your character would go through the corner to the side of the map that you're not supposed to be on, like in the background. You had shit like that. You had you could do something where you could walk on water. All you had to do was like.
That feeling was crazy, huh? Like getting like in that glitch,
getting somewhere that you weren't supposed to be, bro. It like turned me on to some
Tony Hawk
new sort of fetish.
Dude, yeah, not even that. It was like a fucking whole different like drug almost, dude. It was fucking crazy.
I love doing elevator glitches on Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops.
Yeah,
shit was
okay.
fucking awesome.
So you get it.
Yeah, dude, I've definitely done some wonky glitches in my day for sure.
Who remembers that fucking flamethrower glitch on the first zombies map ever?
That was fucking busted, dude. I remember what you're talking about.
I tried telling someone
glitches.
I tried telling someone on here about the roundhouse glitch, how World at War.
I was arguing with you that there was no map called Roundhouse. Yeah, that was me. I was fucking wasted, dude.
And then, like, you kind of convinced me that there wasn't. Like, I was like second guessing my own memory. I'm like,
then you looked it up. You're like, dude, it says right here was a map on World at War. I'm like, oh, that's fucking wrong, dude. It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not buying your ankle pics on OnlyFans just for that.
Oh.
Fair enough.
God, man.
Yeah, shit. I don't even want to be a part of this podcast anymore.
I might do that. I might fucking get some. I have a PlayStation 2. I might order Underground because I think I only have Underground 2. I might order some of the older games and just fucking post YouTube videos of how to do some of these glitches because I still remember a lot of the areas of how to do them and like how to walk on.
How the fuck are you gonna do that? You got a capture card?
It's called a camera. I'm not gonna.
No one is gonna watch that.
This ain't no 1080,
dude.
This ain't no 1080.
If you film shit on a fucking camera and put it on YouTube in this day and age, dude, no one's gonna watch that shit.
What am I gonna get a fucking capture card for a PlayStation 2?
Just go buy one, dude. Buy a fucking Dazzler
for a PlayStation 2.
Bucks.
What else am I gonna do? Spyro gameplay?
Yeah, why not, dude?
You're the Dragon. All right,
all you gotta
maybe.
do is get a fucking dazzle. Easy.
Bada boom, bada bang. Maybe I'll think about it.
Or just get a converter, and then you could buy a PVR or an Elgato.
El Gato,
Gato.
the cat.
Mexican
Ah.
order.
Man, speaking of Mexican, it was pretty terrible, but this is all for like comedy purposes. So Tangy Puss was playing on some Call of Duty per usual, and what I like to do when I'm over there is I like to like get on the mic and just fucking, as they call it, fucking new age terms, grief the players. I'll just start shit talking the fuck out of them. And this time the whole lobby kind of turned against me, and there's this one dude named like Mexican Monster or something like that, and I was like, bro, you're lucky that we even let you in the country. And he was like,
Oh my
wow.
god.
He was like, wow, so you're racist? And like here I was thinking like, I'm probably browner than you, like, but also what I was thinking was he's obviously young, because if he would have played Modern Warfare back in 2009 or whatever, back in those lobbies,
that shit was going down, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
He used to get called the N-word, hard R on a daily basis.
What? I sounded black on 360. I think I got called the N-word more than a lot of black people.
Bro.
That's not true.
Really do sound black.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was all like, "Oh man, no, you're like racist or whatever," and like, even though I'm probably just.
I remember I got my fucking Xbox first taken on that shit on MW2 from my dad. And he slapped me in the
MW2 was
face.
such a bad game.
I got caught cussing a nigga out at like 2:00 in the morning.
Your dad woke up to the hard R N-word.
I don't know about that, but
I knew a guy on Black Ops, the first one, who he knew how to derank people.
Ooh.
Like back to level 1. I don't know what the fuck he did, dude. But it's on my YouTube. You could go watch it. Like he asked this kid if he wanted him to glitch his shit to 10th prestige, like max level and everything, and the dude was like, "Oh yeah." So like, we all get in this private lobby, dude, and the fucking dude just reset his shit, and he was real upset.
We're getting Rust right now.
That's not that bad. I mean,
I'm not playing
annoying.
Modern Warfare 2, dude. That game's fucking terrible.
What?
It was fun.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Has anyone tried the new Doom game?
No, it doesn't have deathmatch. Fuck that game.
Ooh. Are there any games you do like?
Hot take.
I like RuneScape. Most of the games I like are
Wait, really?
15 years old. Big fan of Gears of War 1.
Oh, I hated that fucking
War,
game. I hated Gears of War.
I made montages and all that, bro.
It took so many bullets to down an enemy. And then everyone just used a shotgun. Like there wasn't really much of a choice in weapons. Like
and ranked and pubs, yeah, like people would usually shotgun. But if you played competitive, like GB or even just doing scrims, then Lancer play was fucking massive, dude. Because you would just cross people with it.
What happened?
He went in the general voice. I don't know, dude.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, Gears was my shit, man.
Nigga look gay.
Still got all those montages on YouTube.
I'm gonna scam you, bro. Stop.
damn, I just fucking left on accident.
Yeah, I saw that.
How dare you?
But yeah, and Gears competitive play, dude.
I'm sorry, member.
Just as important as shotguns.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a Gears fan.
That's all I fucking played. Like 10 years was Gears of War, dude.
Trying to think what I was playing.
I hate the new ones, dude. I like it. 3 was like the last one that I. Well, Ultimate Edition, I guess, but they fucked that up, kind of.
Barbarian Assault.
I was top 150 in the world for speedrunners.
What is that?
For
For
a
what?
game.
Speedrunners?
Yeah.
Dude, so someone gave a shout out on the YouTube.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Travis is his name. It was
That's his YouTube name?
yeah. I forget what video it was on. I'll have to look that up in a minute.
Was it Airsoft Fat? Nothing.
I used to fuck around with airsoft. So I guess we should kind of like, well, we don't really need to, but talk about RuneScape a little bit.
Fuck RuneScape.
Dude, I'm starting to get to that point, bro. I'm starting to get to that point. I need to, like, especially on the agility, where I'm like, oh my god, like.
That's what I'm doing right now. Every time we do podcasts, I'm doing rooftop agility because I can't be fucked with doing it if I'm paying attention.
How can thou fuck with which is unfuckable? Unfuckwithable.
Yeah, I would be doing a fucking leech real quick so I could get my last 8 mil for this rapier, but
yeah, that's pretty impressive, bro. That's a lot of dough.
just a little bit. But then I'm gonna look like a fucking noob because I don't have a face mask, face guard for my Nezzy home. I do have a SERP though, so I'll just play it off like I'm using the SERP because higher defense. But yeah, that 55 rune crafting, man. That's, I don't know about that. I need 7 levels.
Shouts to Sean Boy. He's going for 99 freaking rune crafting. And I know he's got to be close. I think he's probably... I'm going to look up his stats real quick, actually.
Do it.
He's been grinding that for a while, man. Oh, dude, so I watched this Ted Bundy Netflix series, like, last night. It's like a 4 or 5 episode series on Ted Bundy. And holy shit, is that dude fucking... If you guys haven't seen it, I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure if you just type in Ted Bundy on Netflix, you'll find it.
I think it's called the Ted Bundy Files.
How original.
Yeah.
But this dude was like brilliant, like a ladies' man. He studied psychology, and like one of the weirder parts is like he didn't really have some sort of like tragic childhood growing up. Like seemingly everything was pretty normal. It kind of seemed like the progression of his craziness, in my opinion, like as far as or signs, the first sign was, I guess, him wanting to be president, like in high school, or like they were saying how he always acted like he was so much more, like he acted like he was one of the guys, but he never really was. Or he said how he was like a jock or something like that, but he really wasn't. But then like he had this girlfriend in college that like left him. And she was like, I guess, wealthy, and he wasn't. And I think that's really one of the first things that started, like, the progression of like, damn, like rejection, like basically caring about this girl.
Dude, your mic keeps cutting out. It's fucked.
Does it really?
Yeah.
It wasn't cutting out for me.
Oh, damn,
Sorry.
player. I mean, I'm looking at my input volume. I can adjust that. Make it
my
80.
cursor a trout.
So I'm gonna be playing for a camp. I lost track of what I was talking about. Something about Ted Bundy. Anyways, watch it. It's fucking crazy. I just bought a 10-person tent. Me, Tangy Plus, Russian Mike, and maybe a couple of our other buddies. We're gonna go up to like the Blue Ridge Mountains coming up here soon, a couple weeks, and go camping. Some of them have never been camping before in a tent. That's why I got like a... Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I'm a little bit skeptical how it's going to be for me, like not drinking or smoking or anything like that. But, you know, it'll still be fun. Go up to the mountains. And...
It'll be like church camp, dude.
Except for you don't get touched.
I never did at church camps. But I also wasn't in the Catholic Church, so there's that.
I went to a church camp and it was pretty cool. I wish I would have been a little bit more like I don't know, assertive with women, like back in maybe 2008, I think it was, like 8th grade. Can't remember exactly how old it was. Who the fuck is this? Who is this? Oh, what's up, dog?
Oh, it's David.
What's up?
What's up,
Diabetic
dog?
D in the house.
Systems of Evil. You just joined today, so shout outs to you, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's my boy. That's my boy David. We've been friends for ever. What, 5th grade, 6th grade? For fucking
David.
ever, dude.
Oh,
David.
easily.
Damn, so he's a IRL long term friend.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
The stories we have, man.
Yeah, we got
Dude.
some stories.
Well,
We used to play a shitload of RuneScape too, though, back in the day, dude.
I probably started. I played RuneScape probably every day from the beginning of 5th grade, 5 to 10 hours a day, all the way till like 21, until I took a break.
did you say 5 to 10 hours a day?
Oh yeah.
Were you skipping school or anything?
No, I would play at school. I was what they used to call a pleb.
What?
Hell yeah. So when you started, was it like was it dial up or was it right around?
This is how long it's been.
Nah,
I
the
was playing
the
on.
library had DSL, dog.
Yeah, no, I was playing and I was using Roadrunner. You guys remember the 3 little screens that would pop up?
Oh, fuck, dude, I
No.
forgot all about Road.
What is that?
It was like AOL, but like a different provider, like Netgear, like Roadrunner. It was like just another fucking dial-up service.
Damn, bro.
Wait, no, Roadrunner was DSL, dude.
I don't remember. I just know it took about, if you wanted to get on the internet, you had to start it up about 15 minutes before you wanted to play so it could load up.
Damn, so you're an OG, bro.
I always tell people who just start playing recently, when I first started playing, the whip was 11 mil.
Oh my god.
The
Dude,
whip was
prices,
what?
11 mil.
Oh.
And the only way to get it was to sit in Sears Bank and spam.
Selling 1K bowstring, 120 each.
I'll tell you what. I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, rune crafting's such good money, this, and this. Man, I remember wall runes used to be 1K a piece.
Yeah.
That was like the
remember that.
original way to make money.
Yeah, laws and nature runes were both fucking solid moneymakers back in the day.
It's so different, like, you know, and even like mid. I'm not going to consider this late game because I really consider raids late game moneymakers.
Brian Gay.
But God Wars back in the day, like if you went to Bandos, that was one of those things where that was a huge moneymaker. Armadillo God
Bandos
Wars
was
62
yeah,
mil.
dude. God Wars was the best, pretty much the best money in the game when it came out.
If you handed me 30 mil in game right now, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I can't do nothing with
I'll
that.
shit on you, nigga.
I think I have 160 something mil cash stack right now.
Are you getting the rapier?
Jesus.
I am, dude. One more leech and I'll have enough to get it.
I'll give it to you if you want to buy it. I'll just give it to you.
What?
No,
You heard it here
we're not gonna
first.
do all that. Unless you're paying me back for all the shit I've given you.
I mean that works. Did you guys see if you have Amazon Prime or like Twitch Prime, you can get 14 days of free membership?
Of RuneScape?
Yeah, that's on God. Yeah, that's
No, I didn't see that, man. Where was that at? Was that on the news page?
I don't know. Some dude. I'm in a couple, like one clan chat, but it's like 200 people.
Jeez.
And one of them guys posted it on Discord.
Heck yeah, man. So what do you do? What do you do nowadays in game, David?
Well, I really have only been playing. I haven't even been back playing 6 months. I have stuff like I have 99 cooking and crafting banked, I just am too lazy to do them. I got enough to get like 80 construction, but once again, I'm too lazy to do it. So pretty much just
99 fire making, by the way.
Oh yeah, I do have 99 fire making, but
He finally got that fire cape.
yeah.
Nice. So you
That
can
was
just
he
fix some logs.
He did finally get a fire cape because I got it for him.
Yeah. One thing I've never been good at is prayer flicking, and that's like, I don't know. That was kind of why I stopped RuneScape in the first place back in the day. You couldn't PvP or even PvM. You couldn't crash a God Wars world or go to God Wars unless you had like 85 plus prayer and had like the leech prayers and all that stuff. And people would just flick them back and forth, leech, whatever else, quadruple the damage. And that in overloads. If you had like 98 Herblore, you could have an overload. It wasn't just a raid thing.
Damn, son. It's crazy how they got bots now and like in the wild, like just
That's right. You could make fucking overloads, couldn't you?
Yeah, that was.
prayers.
But yeah, that. See, you know what?
They weren't tradable though, were
They were not tradable. No.
they? Okay, yeah.
The big thing, like the big, I don't know. I didn't mind summoning. Summoning was one of those things that just came with doing Slayer. You would just get charms. It should have never counted towards your combat level. That was
No, that was stupid. I didn't mind the skill though, but dude, that shit would be fucking broken if it was an old school.
But here's the thing. Look how people do it in dead man mode and stuff now. You don't have to have summoning because these people have 15 accounts playing at one time. I don't have the attention span for that.
Yeah, but it would just break some shit, dude. Like, imagine being able to bring a fucking war tortoise into like fucking Inferno or something. That'd be fucking broken, dude.
Yeah. Now listen, I tried that Last Man Standing last night.
I'm so terrible at it.
Oh, dude, I am so old. This dude switched between 3 different armors, barraged me, and hit me with a claw spec, all in like one tick. Like,
Yep.
I didn't even know what the fuck happened. I was like, oh my god.
God, there's some beasts out there like that, man.
Good thing.
If I'm playing against somebody that could stack damage, I'm fucking as good as that dude.
Good thing PvP's thriving so well. You know, those people must just be having so much fun.
Yeah, as long as you're like not one of those people that are like fuck every PvP and Wildy update. Because like there's people like that, dude. They'll just vote no on everything that's PvP related, and then there's PvP people that will vote no on everything PvE related because there's like some weird fucking.
They vote no for every spade they ever lost.
Yeah.
Never forget, never forgive.
Well, you know what? Back in the day, I'm going to tell you what, man. Before the Armadillo Godsword or Dragon Claws, like PJing and rushing did not exist because the DDS was just like
people would PJ you,
but it wasn't the same.
But people also weren't rushing, dude. Where like they'd come out and fucking DDS or claw spec you and then home telly and then come right back with fully restored stats. That shit is fucking dumb though that people do that. They'll just come out with claws, spec twice, and then if they don't kill you, they'll just tell you to their house and restock.
Dude, yeah. David, you sound very knowledgeable about the game, man. It's awesome to have you here. I'm enjoying listening to you.
Well, man, I'm getting to the old man status and
in game or IRL?
Both.
Motherfucker's had gray hair since he was like 15, dude.
Man, I'm 28 now and I look like I'm 36.
Hey, I feel that, bro. That's more my thing too. I got grays at like 23. Don't feel bad, man. It's honestly, it ain't shit. You can wear a hat. It's fucking, it ain't shit. Fortunately, men age better than women. Not to sound sexist, but it doesn't really matter as much for us. So, not that it matters for women, but other women like will judge the fuck out of women for the way they look. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Guys, it doesn't really matter what you look like as much. It just matters like what you can provide.
This is like
18 to 29, women age like cheese, men age like wine.
You smell like raisins.
Did you guys watch the Dave Chappelle Sticks and Stones stand up when he's talking about what's that dude R. Kelly, the dude that pissed on like the 15-year-old and had sex with her or whatever. He's talking about how like he's like R. Kelly, like see, his mistake is he kept saying it like, oh, this is the best 15-year-old pussy I've ever had, and Dave's like he should have been like, oh, this is the best 39-year-old pussy I ever had. But then he follows up with saying, I'm just kidding. Everybody knows there's no such thing as a good piece of 39-year-old pussy. Oh my god, dude. Dave,
I love this Michael Jackson joke from Killing Them Softly. He was talking about he don't know if Michael did it, this or that, but he's like, everybody's making a big deal out of it. So you mean to tell me this nigga invites you over to his house, takes you on a Ferris wheel, you get to ride a train around his compound, and then he takes you inside, he gets you some food and sucks your dick? That sounds like a good fucking day to me.
Yeah.
Have you guys? I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but he's been on Rogan's podcast a few times, and he's a comedian. He's
me?
No, he was just talking about like if
Who
he
the
was
fuck
in a
is
plane,
that?
You're talking about what?
No, he was talking about if he was in a plane crash, he would eat the Vietnamese person first because they're very forgiving. Dude,
I don't know who the fuck
Tom
said
Segura?
that. That could have been anybody.
No, I can't.
That sounds like some shit Stanhope would say, though.
But it just cracked me up. I've been thinking about it all day. I've seen like 2 Vietnamese people, and I was kind of hungry.
Think about eating them.
Yeah, why not?
The 2 Vietnamese people that live over here.
Oh,
we talked about on here who would you eat first? If Taxing and I talked about that. If you could eat anyone from Rogan RuneScape, who would you eat in some sort of apocalyptic situation?
wait, if we could eat who?
I mean, that nigga fucking Strictly fat ass.
We were just talking about like who would you eat out of the members here on Rogan RuneScape? Like if there was an apocalyptic situation, who would you eat first? Like
I'm a
Strictly,
lot
I
of
mean, bro. Oh god.
I weigh 270.
you probably would last me a little bit longer than Taxing.
Bro?
I'd be done with the Taxing in like a couple hours. But see,
Y'all
I
gonna
weigh
have some fucking.
I weigh
y'all gonna have some
270,
meat, nigga.
but
My shit gonna be hard.
I'm also 6'5", though.
He's all cartilage, man. He wouldn't be worth eating. I'm telling you.
I would taste like fucking cheap whiskey and cigarettes, dude.
I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
oh
Keep my
god,
ass alive.
Imagine like a bottle of Captain Morgan, just like
With the
Sacrifice
cigarette
yourself.
butt put out in it.
yeah.
smack nuts.
Sacrifice yourself.
Come here, smack nuts.
It tastes like Grippo's
Nuts
beef
pulling up at
jerky
the
and
crib.
Grippo's beef jerky, dude. That's the shit, though.
yeah. He tastes like Grippo's beef jerky and
Damn, nigga.
R&R.
That R&R. Yo, that R&R at your graduation shit was fucking dumb, though,
Them
dude.
Dems, nigga.
Oh god, that was the first time I ever drank in my life.
Yeah, me and him and his brother. Who else was it? There was one more person. The
I
person who
don't know. I
bought the
just
beer.
remember his girlfriend being really hot, and I couldn't stop telling him.
Yeah, I don't even know the fuck. I think it was somebody your brother knew, but yeah.
Did he let
we
you burn?
downed the 5th R&R, and I
What you
shit you not, like 10 or 15 minutes, dude. And then walked to the store and
you
got a case of beer.
Yeah, we got a 30-pack of Busch, and then like a half a gallon of that distilled Indian gas station.
Oh yeah,
vodka.
diluted vodka.
Where's W. Bush?
Bush ain't bad.
Yeah, Bush isn't
The
too bad,
natty,
dude.
the natty light.
No, Bush is way better than Natty, dude.
Trick
The only
me, boy.
Natty that's acceptable to drink is fucking Natty Daddies because they're 8% alcohol.
Natty Daddies.
Natty Daddies will get you fucked
That's,
up, bro.
that's my homeboy's name, bro. We call him Natty Daddy.
Who can shotgun a beer faster, Strictly or David? What do you guys think?
Oh,
That's rough because we're
That is rough. Probably David, actually. Who could drink more? Me.
Okay.
Who could drink it faster? I don't know, dude.
if we're talking like
that's
hard
like the most
liquor and
fucking
whiskey,
sincere way of saying that, dude. I respect that.
If we're talking like
You know-
whiskey, yeah, he could drink all night till he dies. I'll
Fuck
eventually
whiskey.
pass out.
Alcohol.
Dies.
I've always been like a beer guzzler. I could just drink it and it doesn't do shit to me. It's like I don't know.
I know when I went to Alabama, me and Brad tried chug of beer so you could do it faster, and he was way faster than me. But I would drink 3 times as much, 4 times as much as he did throughout the night.
Man, I literally just talked to him today about Mike Tyson. I don't know if you guys seen that thing.
I did. I just watched that today, dude.
He's making his comeback.
Yeah, well, they offered him $20 million for one fight, and I told this guy Brant we know, I was like, I'm not doing it. He'd kill me. You know, I wouldn't be able to spend $20 million. Brant has insisted that he could take a fight and like not win, but not get his ass beat by Mike Tyson.
You hear that, Mike? You hear that, Mike? You got a challenger.
Strictly, you and Mike Tyson, bro.
No, I wouldn't even try.
I got my money on Strictly.
I would just run around the ring the whole time.
What
I got my money on Strictly, bro.
I wouldn't run around the ring the whole time. I'd put my fucking hands up and hope for a lucky hit, but you're not gonna hit fucking Mike Tyson anyway.
I'd bite his ear.
One of us would die from one of his punches.
He's like,
one of us would die from one of his punches, bro.
He's like, I'll bite his ear and shove his whole dick in my mouth. What?
Oh my god, bro.
I eat your children.
Oh
yeah,
god.
he did say that.
The best one he ever said though was, "You just a white pussy. You a bitch. I fucking tell you love me."
The white interviewer.
That was the best one, dude.
What, to a white interviewer?
Yeah, he said, "I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot." That was the greatest thing I've ever heard Mike Tyson say.
I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
The hottest or gayest?
What's up, Slim?
Both.
What's up? It's good, boys.
What's up, dude?
How we doing?
What's up, Dad? What's up, Dad?
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? Got the whole crew here. I gotta take a piss.
Nigga. What's up, nigga?
The fuck
I need to go smoke.
I love how
fucking...
Taxon's the whitest dude I've ever met, and he's the only one that uses that word.
What's up, nigga?
Yeah, he's probably for sure the whitest person in here. Only one that says the N-word.
Well, he's Cajun. It's white Cajun. It's different.
Cajun,
what the fuck is up, nigga?
Oh, you're an actual
I'm up at your
Caucasian.
crib and I'm about to get in your mama cheeks. That shit black, nigga.
Yeah, I'm pretty damn white. I'm Irish.
This man puts the Cajun and Caucasian out here saying the N-word.
Hey, Slane, are we doing some KBD? We got the squad together. We doing some KBD?
Bro,
You got KBD with a fucking 5-man squad.
I'm currently at the park.
But yeah, five people at KBD is a bit fucking overkill, dude.
Should we get 10?
It's like 3. It's like 3 tops.
If you want to go do KBD, oh wait, I can't. I'm an Iron Man. Fuck.
What else can we do?
I don't know, dude. If we go to KBD though, I'm gonna get.
I'm not doing no fucking Barbarian Assault. I tell you that shit.
All right, how about you use the Addy crossbow then?
I'll be right back.
He's trying to play Barbarian Assault, dude.
Nah, fuck that. Yo, Strictly, how about you use the Addy crossbow then, so we get loot?
I can't do that, dude.
Come on, dude. I'll buy you the crossbow.
Religion. Nah, I want the pet. I'll split drops with you, but I want the pet, so I'm just gonna have to do it.
What's the drop? DFS, right?
The Visage, yeah.
Visage.
That's its best drop. It's like 4 or 5 fucking mil. It's KBD's a fucking terrible boss, dude. The average kill is probably 30K.
The dragon pick too. Doesn't it drop that?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to group fight and make it worth it, just go to Venonitis.
1 out of 1,200
like 4 mil an hour.
Dragon pick.
Oh, it does. I knew.
Is that the one?
That's the
that's
spider
in the wildy, right?
Yeah, the spider.
No, that's. Oh yeah, Venonitis is the one in the wildy.
Doesn't that get crashed?
Yeah.
Venonitis is like 4 mil an hour.
Venonitis?
Yeah.
Venonitis.
Venonitis.
I got that itis, bro.
I like that.
Coronavirus.
Listen, until they pop out a video saying how to pronounce shit, I'm gonna say it wrong.
They have. Do you know how you say Artie?
Auden?
Yeah, everything we say is definitely wrong because they're UK, dude.
I know how to say it, dude, because I saw it on the fucking live stream.
Ardugny?
Nope, Ardoin.
Ardoin?
Ardog.
You know what? You know what's worse than Canadian pronunciation? You know, like Canadians, they have their $1 bill is called a loony.
Redneck pronunciation.
Yeah, loonies and toonies, dog.
Loonies and toonies, and then we get over here to Ardoing or whatever. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Loonies and toonies. What is that?
That's their $1
and $2 coins.
Their
They're
loony
coins.
is like the $1, and their toonie is the $2.
Beat your coin,
Yeah.
nigga.
Well, shout out to our Canadian buddies. We got Heartless Beaver, and there's another person. Is it Sheer? Is it Sheer? This?
No,
No,
Sheer.
Is it
She ain't from no, she ain't from Canada. Canada.
Sheer.
I forget.
Sheer's not from
I
Canada.
thought we had two people. I
Oh,
forget who-
different Sheer. You're like SHEER.
I don't remember who it was.
Well, are you guys high enough to do God Wars? Or are you guys pretty lower mid level?
Pretty damn
God
high,
was
bro.
too low for me.
I'm 86, I think.
I think you and me. Slaying, what level are you?
I think 86, something like that.
Huh.
87 maybe. I just got a whip last night, finally.
Oh, taxing is who I'm thinking of. He would be able to do it with us, but yeah, I don't think so, dude. I think you and me are the only ones in here who could do it, David.
You just got
Oh,
whipped
yeah.
last night?
Yeah, I just
Fuck
got
me,
something
I
to
guess.
attack.
It's cool.
Would you pay a dominatrix to whip your booty?
I would, but I'm Iron Man.
We could go to Cal Fight Queen, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, I need the head.
Let's just all go to GE and say buying GF.
I'll be your GF.
I'm
And we'll have
selling
to split it.
mine.
Okay, sold.
I'm selling mine.
My character is trans.
I'm telling, dude.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, how dare you assume my gender? Just because I have a girl character.
Yeah, why would you label me? What the fuck, dude?
What's wrong?
Yeah, we go to Cal Fight Queen and watch all these guys get like 2 hit. Yeah.
Dude, do you remember
Oh, nigga,
Zach
I
getting
swear
it.
I'm not
play at the
fucking gay,
library when
strictly.
we were kids?
I'm saying I'm fucking gay.
What'd you say?
Do you remember Zach that used to play at the library when we were kids? He was a couple
Yeah.
grades older than us.
You talking about with like Micah and them?
Yeah, with Micah and Dutch and all them.
Millionaire.
Yeah, dude. That motherfucker, one day, I came to the library and was like, what's up, dude? And waiting on my computer. Talking to him, and I saw he's wearing full black G. He's like, dude, check it out, full black G. I'm like, and this was, dude, like 2005, 4 or 5. So, I mean, that was like
Some
a huge
Corgos?
fucking deal back then. Shit was expensive and really rare.
Some Corgos.
But I was like, he was like, yeah, my boyfriend gave it to me.
The
I
fuck?
was like, what? What are you talking about?
Shit was
He's
Joe
like,
Exotic
"Hey, my
back then,
boyfriend
bro.
gave it to." I'm like, "What boyfriend?" He's like, "There's this dude in this game that thinks that I'm his girlfriend because he had a girl
Yo,
character, and he was like, and he just gives me free shit all the time."
that's
So ever
legendary.
since then, I've never done it, like pretended to
Doing
be a
that shit to
girl, but
Alicia,
I've
bro.
always
Alicia
played
really
girl
a guy.
characters since then. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
The sad thing is that there's probably a lot of people who actually know that their girlfriend is not really a girl, and they just accept it just to have like some companionship. Like they probably know that the girlfriend they have on RuneScape is not a girl.
Oh yeah,
But-
my shit the fucking
Yo,
girl.
you guys
I'll
ever
be
watch
getting free shit.
Catfish?
I've heard of it.
I've
That
seen
show's
clips.
fucking hilarious. Dude will show up thinking he's talking to a smoke show, and it's like a 40-year-old fat dude.
Strictly.
He's like, gotcha.
Gotcha.
I'm not fat, dude. I'm just fucking big
No, I
Ben.
didn't say that, bro. I love you, bro.
I do need to lose a little bit of weight though.
You don't, bro. Keep your fucking dead
What
body.
is this? A body shaming fucking body?
Yeah, so
Someone 35 pounds, the blue out soul. That ain't.
I feel personally
Dude,
attacked.
just drink stamina pots and go for a run.
That'd be nice. I need a cigarette after like a fucking quarter block though.
Oh my god, bro.
Smoke a
Like
butt while you're
fucking, you
running.
sound like Ricky off of fucking Trailer Park Boys.
Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Sir? Oh, that's goofy.
Zimzer.
Yo, so
Noob.
can we do a Cal fight or not?
Can you? Do you have 70 defense?
FPDs right now or some shit, bro?
I'm
Go ahead.
64.
No, you cannot.
I'll
Like
tell
a
you
nowhere
what.
near Cal Fight.
If you want to do Cal Fight Queen, the minimum you need is like Varrock. And
Yeah, you have to have 70 defense.
and protect against mage.
Yep.
Because this thing is going to hit you for 35s almost every time it hits.
I think Cal Fight's kind of boo boo.
No, it is.
That's
Hell
a
yeah.
terrible boss. There's
It's
nothing.
Like, it's like one of the hardest hitting bosses in the game for literally nothing.
D-Chain, it used to be a fucking big deal, but
Yeah, but
nothing now.
Yeah, there
Where's
was a
that
1-point
corrupt?
dragon,
Where's that corrupt dragon chain body?
Corrupt
chain
dragon
was
chain
like
body.
75 mil, dude.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, I remember the corrupt. The shit that was
That was a
It was in
ripoff, bro.
free-to-play worlds, and it degraded.
It was free to play. I think it was members. It was pay to play, but
No,
it was still bullshit.
Corrupted Dragon was free-to-play, and it degraded.
Couldn't you get that from
Might
like Fistic Gothics or something?
No, you got it from you can get it from PvP.
Oh yeah, I
I don't remember how the
that.
fuck you got
It
it.
was
From the
before they
JE.
had
Kill
the-
somebody
it was
and you
before
get
they had
random
the
loot.
bounty hunter out in the volcano.
Got it from the JE.
Yeah.
I think you could buy it on the GE if it was fully
You
charged,
could.
but it was so fucking expensive, dude. It's not even worth it.
It wasn't. It was like a mill. Like the chain body was like a mill at the tops, really.
Dude, what killed me was the fucking
the
the
regular
Squeal of
dragon chain body.
Fortune.
It was like 10 mil, bro.
That's when the
Yeah.
AGS was like 50 mil, dude, and then they added Squeal of Fortune, and you
Wasn't
could just
fair,
roll
dog.
one that was bound to
Yeah.
you. You couldn't sell it. I'm like, fuck that, dude. You're gonna have all these fucking noobs running around with god swords and shit that are bound to them because they got a lucky roll on a wheel.
Listen, we talk about like the dragon chain body and how much it used to cost, but before like
mil.
current RuneScape rolled around and it was still this 2D bullshit, there was only one person in the game that had 99 smithing, and at 99 you
Yeah.
could craft Addy. Like that was it. Adamant was the only thing there was in the game. And
Back your ass.
when Rune first came out, like a full set of Rune was like 5 mil.
Oh my
What?
god.
Yeah, it
Almost
was the
Sarah
best weapon in
Dahlman.
the game, and nobody could
Jamrock,
craft it but one
Jamrock
person.
armor.
Yeah,
They
blue
might-
something or another. It was some chick, dude.
Yeah, it was she was
She
like
had-
a
yeah.
35-year-old woman.
She held the monopoly on
Ugh.
fucking rune sets forever because you had to be 99 to craft the play buddy.
Yep, and her husband was like only one of like 4 people to have 99 mining in the whole game. So they monopolized that shit.
Dude, fuck Zima. That was a bitch.
Yo, what were you talking about? Zazima's alt in the Discord
Yeah.
earlier. Strictly
I was
Blake.
just being retarded. I was saying
No,
Dave.
he never tried to talk to me or nothing, bro. I PM him every fucking day, bro. Oh my god.
He never gets on. He can't get on. He like literally can't log on to the game.
Yeah. Right.
He's been getting doxxed for like over a year now, where people are
Yeah.
just like forced
That's
trying to
sad,
log in his
actually.
accounts.
He
So
wants some
like,
real shit. That's sad.
it's pretty sad. dude.
Yeah, you can't even play the fucking game, dude.
He can make a
So-
new account. He just doesn't want to.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to either. I mean, unless it's like an Iron Man or some shit.
Do you
Well,
think
the
he's
thing is, he could literally change it so that it's log in with an email, and that would fix the entire problem. But he said he doesn't want to change it so that he has to log in with an
I
email.
wouldn't
He
either.
wants,
I
yeah, he
wouldn't.
wants to keep it to log in with Zezima. So
I wouldn't either. That's like
And you
official, bro.
mentioned Iron Man.
Shit got meaning behind it, bro.
I don't understand the point of an Iron Man account.
Iron Man is the best fucking game mode in the
Iron
entire fucking
Man,
game.
Iron Man is like kind of how the game used to be played when we were younger, dude.
Yeah, before the
Kinda.
GE. Yeah.
Well,
Before the GE, yeah.
no, because you
I
could
mean,
still trade. I mean, you know,
Yeah, it was Varrock, nigga. Everybody had that shit
It was,
set
yeah,
up,
it was tough to
organized.
get shit though.
Yeah, on
People, like, I
Zabaz.
remember there were like
On
different
Zabaz
parts
and
of
found
Barrow.
niggas to trade with. I was merchant on Zabaz on God. Making
people
money.
complain about the GE like they want it gone and stuff, but the GE really makes no difference. All you can do with the GE, the only thing different is buying in mass quantity. You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
even then, you could still do that on the forums back in the day.
Yeah, dude, I was on the, like I used to have a forums on like a borrow run. I had like 8,000 borrows run, and I had a form for it. But you got to realize back then a full set of Darox was 11 mil.
Yeah.
You know, there was money to be made. There's God Wars isn't even money to be made really unless you're camping Sarah or Bandos and Zammy just are bust. I mean, to be honest, 30 mils nothing. Even between 3 people, 10 mils nothing. You know,
Nah, I can make 10 mil in a fucking hour, dude.
literally
Guaranteed.
99 crafting and cooking. That's like 12 mil. You can get 2 skills for that.
What?
Fletching
Go
is really
log
cheap
in-
too.
Go
If you don't
log into
dark
my
stuff.
log in on the website that I'm about to send you a link to, dude. Log into my clan, dude, on the forums. Harsh. Sorry, dude.
He's about to send a phishing link, dude.
I'm not.
Somebody
Oh,
tried
phishing?
to do that to me on here. I was like, nah, that ain't gonna work, dog.
I don't even have the shit set up. I don't even do that shit. I was fucking around.
That's exactly what someone that does that shit would say.
Right?
I'm telling Jagex, dude.
Are you a cop?
Jagex is my dad.
Far from a cop, buddy.
Far from a cop.
Far from a cop.
Running from him.
I'm like
Brother,
3 blocks from the police station, dog. I'm not that far.
You a snitch, bro.
RuneScape snitch, like a RuneScape undercover agent.
Did you guys hear that new?
Peabod.
Did we hear
You
about
guys,
what?
Joel?
Did you guys hear that new Tekashi 6?
Don't even talk about the
New
car.
song?
Bro, yeah, he has a new song, and he's basically he's making fun of everyone how they're mad that he ratted people out, and he's like, "You're just mad that I'm a rat and I got out." I'm like, okay,
He's getting shot.
Yeah, he's gonna get shot.
someone's gonna kill him. Yeah,
They already fucking kidnapped him before he went to jail.
I got ass raped in fucking jail too.
Oh, probably, dude, with that rainbow ass hair.
Oh,
But he might have looked too gay for people in jail to fuck.
he was running. Yeah, he was running
Yeah,
his
so-
fucking mouth.
so
Nah,
did
they ain't too
anyone-
gay for them. They like that shit.
Did anyone even hear about it said rapper 6ix9ine sentenced to probation in sex video case? Apparently he was like recording some video of like a 13-year-old girl
Oh my
having
God.
sex. It was-
yeah. He had sex with a 13-year-old girl, recorded it, and put it in one of his music videos.
it's on the New
Brilliant.
York. It's on the New York Times. Like, how is this?
Sounds like some Tekashi shit.
Listen,
you
if
just
it's
lost?
not about the coronavirus, it's not news right now. So
Pretty much. If it's not fucking Orange Man bad or some Corona shit,
It's not
you're not gonna
Tekashi
hear
raping
about it.
little 14-year-old girls, then yes.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. Hopefully this whole corona shit like brings people to like start to realize that shit that matters, like, oh hey, maybe we should start making some more shit like in the US rather than, have China make every single thing we have.
here's the thing that aggravates me about it. Is I just made a doctor's appointment, and to go to this doctor's appointment, I have to wait outside underneath the awning and get my temperature taken, sit in my car until they're ready for me. This wouldn't bother me if 100 million people died. Like if 100 million people died, okay.
I know, good. That's good.
100 million people aren't gonna die.
I mean,
Dude, that's already, that's population control. It's easy. Just best excuse for them,
Did you guys see that?
honestly,
Go ahead.
honestly, if 100 million people died, we'd probably be better off.
But yeah,
I mean,
it wouldn't be bad. I mean, we're all
100
gonna fucking die
million
one day.
people isn't even shit, dude.
We're
There's
gonna die one day.
7.6 billion people in the world.
That's a good
100
little
million
dent,
is
That's,
fucking nothing.
dude, that's a good bit of fucking people dying, bro. That's the most
100
in fucking-
million?
That's the most in
That's not
history.
shit, dude.
That's the most in history, like ever. Like,
Dude,
are you tripping, bro? You fucking stupid.
what?
That's the most
Dude.
ever people that would ever die, like in history, entire like.
But you're talking
Nigga.
about across the world. What if we had 100 million just fucking people in East
States?
Europe die?
Well, then we'd be, there's only 350
That's-
million.
Good, then we can fucking move over there.
by the
'cause there
way,
ain't gonna be
P.S.,
nobody.
dude, the Black Plague killed 75 to 200 million people. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Huh?
Huh? Yeah, the Black Plague, the bubonic plague.
How many people?
75 million to 200 million.
I mean, dude, I heard they fucking made up like the coronavirus shit. I heard they were shit like in the fucking paper. Not back then, but like, oh, the coronavirus shit is fake. They're like saying, oh, if you get the flu, then you die from it. From the coronavirus. I heard they were doing that shit heavy with
The numbers are for sure inflated, dude, because, like, say you have the coronavirus and then you have a heart
Elon
attack
Musk
and
can do
die
that
from the
shit.
heart attack. They're going to write down that you died from fucking coronavirus.
Well,
Because
they're doing-
You're right.
the hospital's getting fucking money for, like, every
39
person that Yeah.
for a person that dies, it's
Even Elon Musk said that
39,000
shit on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day.
Yeah.
39,000 per person if they
per
die.
death. Per person who recovers, it's only 6,000.
That's fucking ridiculous, man. Did you guys see that Plandemic documentary that keeps getting taken down off YouTube?
I think I know what you're talking about with the lady.
Yeah, it had the lady, and it's just
I
all
haven't
about
seen it,
coffee.
dude. I missed it.
Yeah, I posted it in the Discord, but I'm sure you can find a link to it. It's kind of crazy. Out of all people, my grandma showed me the video, and I was like, okay, what is this going to be? But then I sat down and watched it. It's like, damn, it's actually talking about
That's kind of
some
fucked,
shit.
bro. You said 70 to 200 million. Dude, that's not even anywhere to be exact. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, if you just look that up, it's crazy that they fucking estimated it like that, because like that's a fucking big ass gap, you know?
Yeah, dude. Do you know how many?
Fucked up in the head, dude. Like, them niggas are trying to make that shit look so bad, bro.
Do you know how many days? Do you know how many days a million seconds is?
It's probably like a fucking year, huh? Or a little bit under, huh?
It's like 11 and a half days.
Really?
Do you know how long?
My bad. I'm thinking about minutes.
Do you know how long a billion seconds is?
Oh, but I know what 2 million minutes was. So like, I don't know. I kind of got confused on that.
I'm just trying to put into perspective for you a million compared to a billion. A million seconds is like 11 and a half days.
I know, bro.
A billion seconds is 37 fucking
I mean,
years.
technically, you couldn't even perceive it either. We all wouldn't be able to perceive that shit. But I mean, I already know. Like, I mean, I'm not fucking.
That's what fine. Because I mean, people throw around a million and a billion and all this shit, and it's like that's what finally put it into perspective for me, so I could like actually see, like, you know what I mean?
Thanks.
You know what the stepped up thing is about the death toll? Like, a lot of the deaths, like they're calling corona related, are like suicide and heart attacks. But they're just calling
dude, if you have coronavirus and blow your fucking brains out Kurt Cobain style, they're gonna say you died from coronavirus.
It's all political.
People without the virus too, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. This whole shit, I hope, is waking up everyone, no matter what you identify with politically. I hope it's waking you guys up to, or not you guys, but like other people up to like the bullshit that's going on in this world. Start paying attention. Start doing some research. You know, start following the trail of money. You know, pretty much everything has a motivation behind money, and it's just fucking disgusting. You got people's rights being taken away. You got people not being able to work. I mean, it's just, there's so much shit about it that's fucked up, and you know,
they fucked the whole economy up.
I think it's pretty obvious to all of us right now that it's not some sort of natural mutation. Now, I'm not saying that it couldn't be possible for it to be a natural mutation. I'm just saying the way everything
have to close down schools. You have to close down work.
This shit seems very obvious that like there's, and not to mention there's the Wuhan bioweapons lab in China, like in Wuhan. I mean, like you got Bill Clinton telling people not Bill Clinton, fucking
Bill Gates. That's a scary man, dude. Bill Gates.
Yeah, dude.
All those
fucking
kids down in Africa.
Dude. It's all fucking terribly like.
What do you do to the kids in Africa? Give them like some bullshit vaccines?
He wanted to cure them and chip them and everything else so he could track it. And then like 85% of the kids all died off.
I heard about that.
But you know, the thing about the coronavirus, you know, it can kind of be perceived just like 9/11. There's too much stuff for me not to believe that someone was behind it. So we have the whole Wuhan incident with like, I think it's like the 1,000-man march, whatever, kids in our. But at the same time, Trump is cracking down on them, raising tariffs and embargoed them. And what they are doing is they're sending all their stuff to Vietnam, in South Korea, and having them cargo stamp it to say it's coming from these countries and not China to pass on the embargoes.
He did a great job.
I'm telling you right now, when this is all said and done, China should have to pay for what has happened. Because they waited 4 months before they told anyone that a disease that basically they manufactured.
We ain't ever paying them back, you know, that was. But, I mean, shit, I don't know what the
Preach, David, preach.
My thing is, we're in so much debt with them.
SARS is something that I'm not a scientist, so take me, you know, whatever. I just know what I can.
Could have fooled me.
SARS is a naturally occurring virus. But things like the coronavirus, swine flu, and all this are a variation of SARS. And it comes from the animal, you know, and to my knowledge, like, look at mad cow disease. Mad cow disease is created when they chop up dead cows and feed them to cows. The enzymes in the brain cause them to this disease. Clearly, you know, and then we eat the mad cow, and then that's how the disease spreads. Same with pigs. Same with the bird. Same with everything. I'm telling you what. If it did come from people eating this, it didn't come from us, because I ain't never seen no one eat a rat and a bat for. I'm just saying.
It's China, dude. They would fucking eat bats.
I'm just, you know, when you have to close down your market,
they're already eating your fucking household pets.
Rat and, you know.
Yeah, dude. There's like you said, there's too many things that don't make sense. They had the student protesters or whatever in China that were protesting like the way that the government was treating them around this time. There was the election for the presidency that's up around this time. There's like I said, the bioweapons lab that's in Wuhan. There's the Pirbright Institute funded by Bill and Melinda Gates. Like, there's just way too much shit for it to just be like some nonchalant thing. And like
you know what's crazy, dude, is I remember conspiracy theorists talking about the Bill Gates shit. Like, literally, what's happening right now with Bill Gates and the vaccines. I remember people talking about that 4 or 5 years ago. That was eventually what's going to happen.
Bill Gates is scary. He has
a lot of people. I've heard a
money.
lot of shit being like called out about this coronavirus shit, like in the past. Seems like it's like plotted. Like somebody fucking planned this shit. Like probably the Democrats, bro.
Wasn't there something called like Event 201?
Fuck the Republicans too, dude. Fucking.
Well, check this out. Trump apparently he shut everything down too late, is what the Democrats all say. Is because
he didn't. He shouldn't have shut shit down. Period.
No, he shouldn't have. But, they all cried about, he shut stuff down too late. Well, if he would have shut it down earlier, then everyone would have cried about how the economy's taken and how they can't go to work and it's all Trump's fault. What's going to happen with this shit is all the fucking governors are going to try to fucking drag the shit out as long as they possibly can and not reopen. And then what's going to happen is Trump is going to be like, fuck you guys, everybody's opening back up, and then more Orange Man bad stuff.
Trump did a good job, I believe.
It does not matter what that fucking guy does, dude. He could bring world peace, and everybody would be like, "Who's only doing it for money?" Or like, it doesn't fucking matter anything.
I seriously don't even fucking like him like that. Like even with political stance, but like I think he's done a fucking hell of a job during this shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fucking Trump fan by any means, but I think he's better than Obama.
Oh yeah. My thing is, I see two big political points behind this. I grew up a Democrat. That's just how it was. I am no longer that. I think Trump's done a great job. Support him. I'll vote for him here in November.
I don't vote, bro.
But here's the
your
thing.
vote don't matter. You live in Southwest Ohio, dog.
Your
vote don't
It's just
matter.
probably rigged anyway.
It's red every time.
But listen, isn't this a hell of a time for this to break out? You had in Japan, you had mass riots that were going down the city. In China, the riots are starting, and then here in America, we have the left trying to win the country over. Isn't it a hell of a time for a huge disease to hit?
And they're doing a great job too because people are fucking retarded, man.
Didn't they simulate like this pandemic, like Event 201? Like, didn't they like simulate there being like some sort of fucking I'm pretty sure it's called Event 201.
They do that quite often, but
I
now
think that's a serum on RuneScape, dude.
No, that's the Sanfew serum he's talking about.
No, I'm talking about for the Quest and Mortania.
Oh, but now you got to look at it like this: is Ohio wouldn't be opening back up, except basically they just passed an in-state kind of bill thing to I don't know what the lady's name was. It's like the doctor they've been taking advice from and about this and everything.
Dr. Fauci.
Yes. They basically said, fuck her. We're done with her. Yeah, But now here's the thing. What happens next year when this comes back around? It's going to take them 2 years to come up with some kind of vaccine for this. So next year this rolls around. Are we shutting down again next year?
Probably going to be like a common cold.
They're probably like, I remember Trump saying one time that there's no doubt in his mind it's going to come back. I remember like being on lunch break and seeing him talking about that shit.
But now think about this. This is the only part about this coronavirus that makes me nervous. And I'll tell you this. So probably November, December, both of my kids got severely ill, had trouble breathing, had high temperatures, were in the hospital, and they tested negative for the flu. Tell me they didn't have the coronavirus thing. You can't.
Yo, me and a bunch of people at work had the same thing. There were about 15, 16 of us, and we all think we had it.
But now here's the scary thing. How many times, you really, it's hard to compare because, you look at the Spanish flu, they can't, there was no way to test for it. You were either living or you were dead. But now every single person they're testing, every single person is testing positive for it. How often does that happen that a virus comes around that everybody in the world has it?
You know what I think is crazy, bro? Is they were talking about, the hospitals ran out of tests. Like, we're running low on tests. There's no tests. Bitch, then why in the fuck are you testing lions and shit at the zoo? Like, what the fuck?
No, they just, dude, they just
you don't have any tests. Why are you testing cats and
They had
shit?
that story come out about that tiger having it just because they found out that people could buy a tiger for $2,000. That's all it was. It was all a scare tactic so people didn't pull that backyard Joe Exotic shit.
Literally, Texas, I think, is like the only place you could do that as a pet without having like a zoo or a sanctuary.
Well, it's illegal now. You can't buy exotic animals unless you have something like that.
But what we're doing right now, what we're doing right here is like people might be like, okay, yeah, this is all true, but what do we do? Like, this is what you do is you talk to your friends about it and you start to grow the consciousness, like the group consciousness of the truth of what's really going on. The fact that all of us, all 5 or however many that are in this Discord right now, like that we all basically know that there's some fuck shit going on and like we know that the truth is not being told to us. Like that is how you make the change, like within your power. Yeah, we don't have Bill Gates money and we can't, go on, the news and talk about the shit. But if you talk to your buddies about it, like the numbers grow. Like the change you can make is by like just being conscious yourself, but then talking to your buddies about it so they can also be conscious. Because there's plenty of people, like I even have family members, not many, but I have a family member that like doesn't believe that it's like she still thinks that it's like a natural mutation and all this shit. And it's like
shit was made in a lab, dog.
The way that you can make the change is by, just waking up. Like as cliche as it sounds, stay woke and talk to people about it, point them in the right direction. And I mean, see, there's 5 of us here that know what's up. Imagine if that was like magnified to like 50 million people, 500 million people were all on the same page.
Yeah, but there's people that won't think for themselves, dude. They just believe everything the fucking government tells them, and that's it. That is what it is. That's why NIST was able to release that report on 9/11, and everybody's just like, "Yep, that works for me."
I'm telling you what, and Trevor, me and you have talked about this. George Carlin was right when he said the way to control people is keep them stupid and keep them broke. That's why they send smart kids to college for jobs they don't have, and they keep kids in public school, and the public school hasn't had a reform in 100 years. They keep people stupid and broke and scared.
100%, bro.
Yep.
100%.
People want to believe that this is what the government's saying and what all these doctors are saying. What they don't know is that these people in Washington are doing a civil service job they're not supposed to be getting paid for, but they make $800,000 a year. So when someone's like, "Hey, I'll give you $200,000 to say this shit will," if you have sex, this will make your penis enlarge 55,000 times bigger.
Really? I'm listening.
They'll believe it.
Dude, that'll be like 6 inches then.
Yeah, it's just like that thing going around on Facebook. If a bee stings your penis, it has a chance to permanently enlarge it. Let me see everyone run to the West Coast and grab these hornets from Japan and start stinging into their pecker.
The murder hornets.
You will always have people that are like just going to accept what's fed to them because, there are a lot of stupid people. And like you said, the way to control people is to keep them broke, stupid, and scared. But the thing is that like they're also kind of sheep-minded. Like those people that like will just accept things typically also.
I can give you a perfect example, dude. My grandmother, for her entire life, dude, her whole life. In the world. She was born in 1936, dude. And her whole life, she's been like super against weed. Super against weed, like the fucking like reefer madness type shit, dude.
Right.
Well, she has real bad glaucoma, and when I was a teenager, I kept telling her, I was like, if you would just try some weed, like it would help you out. She's like, well, I can't smoke anyway because I got COPD, and even if I could, I wouldn't. Blah blah blah. Well, finally, the shit got like bad enough, dude, that I kept telling him, I was like, I'll make you edibles, whatever, dude. So she was like, they started talking about it on the news, about how all these states are going legal and how it helps a lot with glaucoma and people in chemo and all that different shit. So then she was willing to try it. She wasn't willing to try it before with all the information I had and I gave her, medical stuff, all that. The news had to tell her it was okay. So then she finally tried it. She tried it one time, dude, and she said it helped a ton. Took the pressure out of her eyes. So she took a couple more, and then when she went to the doctors, her eye doctor, she asked him if it's okay if she takes them. And he said, yeah. He said, I don't know where you're getting it because we weren't legal then. But she's like, well, my grandson, he stands in the kitchen all day and makes it for me. he's like, well, eat as much as you can, dude. But yeah, it literally took the news saying it was okay for it to be okay.
Do you think that's a generational thing? Do you think that
Yes.
that's what?
Yeah, dude, older folks for sure.
And people are
They
just comfortable
take what the news
and they want to
says.
stay in the fucking same position and bubble that they're fucking in because they're little bitches and they don't want to get
I
out.
showed her where the news is
comfortable
lied
zone.
about shit over and over, dude, and like she just doesn't care. The news is right. Like, dude, if the news came out tomorrow, like national news, and they said 9/11 was a lie, this is what really happened, she would believe it. But if you try to tell her that today, like all the shit that doesn't add up and just all the different shit that people didn't know even happened, like it doesn't matter how many dots you make, dude, they're never going to connect because if the news doesn't say it or the government doesn't say it, it's not true.
You know, and I don't want to tirade on this, but baby boomers and those older generations, they really fucking aggravate me to an extent how they act.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah.
Listen, that's whatever.
Damn kids.
I was raised, don't disrespect your elders or whatever, but at a certain point, you're dumb. You know, they give you all this advice on how to buy stuff, how to do stuff, but they don't realize that I didn't get to buy a gallon for a fucking house for a wheat penny, so their advice is useless.
A house for a wheat penny.
They're sucking up all our Social Security. They're taking all of the benefits that we'll ever see and sucking them up.
Oh, we're not getting Social Security, dog.
And it's just, and
we're paying into it. There's no
like my food stamp, nigga.
We're old enough to draw it. There's no way we're gonna get it. That shit will be long gone before we're old enough to draw.
Well, every 10 years they keep on raising the retirement. 5 years, I'm not gonna be retired till I'm fucking dead. So
I'll be dead by the time I fucking retire.
When I'm 65, kids are taken care of. I might as well go out in the backyard and put a bullet in my brain because I don't want to work. 75.
We're not gonna be able to afford a fucking house either.
Bro,
Dude, I've been looking at houses right now, and I can't afford shit. Dude, it'll be like this tiny little one ranch with the smallest yard, and I can't.
Dude, David, you know my mom's old house in Sycamore, right?
Yeah.
We're going tiny house living, boy.
They just rented that out. Guess how much they rent it for a month?
$875.
Not even close, dude.
How much?
$1,650.
I'm gonna tell you guys something, and here's the issue with this: is so me and Strictly, we live down here in Ohio. And in Dayton, Ohio is a perfect example or Cleveland or Cincinnati. Here's how it works: is that they bring in so many big businesses and so many expensive houses that once the businesses go out, these people can't afford these expensive houses no more. So they move. The houses go to shit. They bring in affordable housing and these state government housings and whatever. And the people that sling dope are going to move there because there's going to be lots of people that are down on their luck, down in whatever, and in a big metropolitan area. So it's going to turn into a crack house. Then all these big expensive houses, there's houses down in Dayton that were probably at $1 million, beautiful homes, but they look like a fucking dragon is guarding it, and every window's busted out, shaggy ass brick house. It drives me nuts. They bring in they think the answer is affordable housing, when the real answer is quit charging fucking $900,000 for a house no one comes when you close down GM, closing down DHL.
Yeah, dude, GM fuck shit all up, dude.
Yeah, well, that's how the 08 housing market happened, dude. They just approved everybody for loans that houses they couldn't afford.
Ninja loans
to keep them stupid and broke.
They want you to pay interest, and they want you to fuck up.
I hate to say it, but it's by design. I just showed Tangy Puss. I just showed him the Matrix movie. He's never seen the Matrix, and I talked him through all the symbolism in the movie. And it's to simplify it. What we're in is when Morpheus says, when he's like, "You're in the Matrix," and he's like, "What's the truth?" He's like, "The truth is you are a slave, Neo, born into bondage." Just like everyone else in this world, born into a prison you cannot see, you cannot touch, a prison for your mind. And that literally it is what we're in, and it's
no, whoa, there's actually a 50-50 chance we are in a Matrix simulation anyway, so
this could be a video game that we're in right now.
Listen to this.
We could literally be like a game of The Sims right now in some fucking alien kid's basement. You know what I mean?
Listen, Trevor, I want you guys to listen to this and just so in 2000, let's say 1999 to 2000. I don't know how old you guys are. Y2K was supposed to happen and the world was supposed to end. The robots were supposed to take over the machine. It never happened. Now roll around to
Yeah, they meant 2020.
Listen, roll down to 2012. The world was supposed to end again, and it didn't. But now tell me that the big significant things didn't happen. In 2000 is when the electronics companies started rolling in. Apple, the internet rolled around. This stuff was getting big. The electronics did take over the world. Look at us nowadays. We're fucking podcasts on our phone, on our,
Dude, Ray Kurzweil says by like 2032 or 2034, you're going to be able to swallow a pill that'll put nanobots in your brain, and you can wirelessly connect your brain to the cloud and download information. And that's in like 12 years.
Look
in 2012. The world may not have ended, but I haven't felt the same since. You have stuff like the Mandala Effect. Just weird shit happens.
Bro, the Mandela Effect, some of those fuck me up, dude.
So the world
I've seen videos of people saying, like, they don't remember anything previous 2012. Like how you were just saying, nothing feels the same. Like, I've seen, like, if you YouTube it, there's people that are, like, freaking the fuck out. Like, they don't even know who they are.
Dude, the next time you're outside and it's a bright, sunny day, look at the sun for a second. It's fucking white.
I've heard of this.
Shit just does not look the same as it used to.
So, okay. Oh, wait, go ahead.
It's just one of those things to think about. 99 to 2000, the machines did take over. 2012, the world may not have ended, but something changed. It's not the same place.
Do you think it was the Super Hadron Collider? Do you think that had anything to do with the recent Super Hadron Collider and CERN or whatever? Do you think that had anything to do with anything?
I think I don't. You know what? It's hard.
If I was gonna say it had to do with anything, I would say CERN and possibly the Hadron Collider.
Listen, I honestly think that this has been happening for decades now. They didn't do this one, but the reason that potatoes are so big and the corn crops are so big.
AI fucking with this on the
genetic modification.
Genetic modification.
It's probably AI fucking with this, bro.
There has to be some side effects from what they're putting in our. Because listen, people used to grow 7 foot tall on base. Now 6 foot 6 is like a fucking giant nowadays. People are shrinking. Something has to be happening. It's having a physical change on our body. So the brain is part of the body. Something has to be changing. Alzheimer's, dementia, we can't even control heart disease. People's metabolisms don't work raising obesity. Something's going on. I mean, not that we'll ever know. I'm not no.
So what do you?
But
bro, why is it everyone before like 1960 had pointy tits? What happened to that?
What happened to those
and the hairy puss?
80s?
So like who would
pointy tits? They're just gone now. Like everyone used to have pointy tits.
Who would want to like plug in with all this like Neuralink shit? Who would want to allow technology to have control over their brains when the world to this day has already proven that like society or whoever's in control does not have humanity's best interests in mind? Like already to this day, we're like you can already see the world getting fucked by people. Why would you want to like plug up to the computers and shit like that?
They're saying AI is gonna take over, so you better join with them. I'm gonna rather be wanting fucking AI to kill me than have some shit like that in my fucking brain.
Do you guys think it's okay? So do you guys think that like all this evil and this control and this exploitation of humans and like us being in like this prison matrix and like non-affordable housing? I know there's like people's selfishness and greed and evil, but do you think that the end game is people, or do you think that it's like technology / demons that are like basically who are being subservient to?
I think what strictly needs to lay off the Newports.
I haven't been very religious my whole life. The later in my life I have, I'm very religious, and I believe in God. Believe whatever you want. That's completely fine. But whether it be something from the New World to religion or to something as simple as political,
relates metaphorically or not.
I just think money rules the world, man.
It's all
universe, God, yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah, but
dude.
do you think so money rules the world, and that's people. But like with this like this system of control and like the AI, do you think that like people are actually serving a more powerful entity, whether it be AI or demons? Like, do you think?
What
I mean is, do you think that AI has already created, like, what we're in is a simulation, and they already have it so that people are serving the technology to birth technology?
Before all this technology, it was like this too.
Yeah, Google, bro.
The government rules the world.
There's people making their own altars, worshiping Satan, doing fucking rituals and shit with chicken bones and shit. How's it? I mean, how's it not going to stop them from wanting to do some other shit? Go into this new, technology thing that's really about to take over the fucking world. Like. Come on, bro.
Dude, there's always been hierarchies of some form or another. Like
the presidents are all fucking related
throughout history. There's always been some
type of lizard people,
some type of hierarchy.
We talked about it.
I know you're talking about the lizard people, but I don't know about all that, dog.
Yeah, the real question that's deep.
That's
at 1 a.m.
Anunnaki are lizard people.
Yeah. The real question at the end of the day is, we talked about it earlier. Is this really air we're breathing? What is real anymore?
I'm breathing fucking camel smoke, dog.
What is real?
Everything is real right now, but like, I don't know. I think once we do have that chip, once we do have something really, stimulating the way we actually perceive our life, we're really not gonna know if shit's real or not.
I'm gonna tell you something that might blow your mind. So you've eaten a banana, right? You know what a banana tastes like?
Yeah.
That's not what a banana tastes like. The original flavor that was labeled banana was a plant that went extinct in like the early 70s or early 80s. So what you're eating is not really a banana. It's the second form of what they thought a banana was. But now, how did that become the new banana? They didn't just find this plant. In my mind, it's the steroids and all the modifications they make to these plants. They probably just modified the original.
To be fair, dude, I actually know quite a bit about plant genetics, believe it or not, but genetic modification doesn't really have it doesn't have implications like that, I don't think, personally. But hormones, on the other hand, like that they feed cows and shit to make them fat, like that cannot be good, dude.
Testosterone.
But if you're eating genetically modified corn, you're fine, dude.
The hormones,
people grow the
hormones, and then the fear.
They're gonna start genetically modifying people, dude. You'd be able to cure diseases and shit.
Yeah, but who's saying that the stuff that they're using to genetically modifying all this food isn't the same thing hyperactivating cancer cells, causing the huge spike in cancer?
The fucking fast food shit's what's causing cancer mainly, bro.
There's multiple things, probably.
No, I bet that shit's like 50% of it. Like,
cell phones, fucking all the ingredients.
Fucking towers,
headphones.
I don't think cell phones cause cancer.
It's all this radioactive shit.
Yeah, radioactive,
ear, dude.
It's like waves that we don't see. One thing that kind of convinced me that there's something to it. Oh shit! I need to turn prayer on. What the fuck? I just got teleported somewhere. But anyways,
don't ever do that.
Don't die, nigga.
Fucking all right. So one thing that kind of changed my mind on it is that there's like this documentary I saw that there's like some sort of natural frequency of Earth, and there's like a natural, like a sound frequency essentially that Earth makes, and it's like so with these cell phones and shit, it's like it's disrupting your connection to the natural frequency that Earth already puts out, because there's these like waves that are at different kilohertz and shit that we can't see.
You eat enough mushrooms, you could feel them, dog.
Take some acid, you'll really feel them.
And that there's got to be, we live in Ohio. We have I think the biggest Air Force base in the country here in Ohio.
That's where the alien from Roswell is, dude. Hangar 18.
I will never. I'll never believe anything the government tells me until they show me the alien. That's just how it is. They'll never show me.
Hey man, my cousin put the roof on fucking Hangar 18. The metal roof, dude, and he said the rules were fucking crazy, man. He said you weren't allowed to do any penetration through the roof.
Nothing, hung 18 people. What?
No, he hung he put the roof up at Hangar 18 at the Air Force Base where the
What is that,
alien
in
from
Ohio?
Roswell is.
Yeah, that's
right
in
there. It's an
Ohio?
Air Force Base. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 45, but it's not even 45, probably like a half hour, 45 tops.
From us? Yeah.
The president, they whoever it is, whatever term it is, they come to Shreveport, in Louisiana. It's called like Barksdale is the air base, but I've been out there before. Apparently that's where they go.
9/11 was wild, dude. Planes dude, the sound barrier broke so many fucking times, man.
What are you fucking talking about?
9/11, dude. Like right after that shit happened, man.
The planes?
Yeah, dude. You're not allowed to break the speed of sound. Like that's
dude. Look on YouTube. They got fucking videos everywhere. People breaking the sound barriers with planes and shit, dude.
It's against regulation and shit. Like you're not allowed to do it anymore.
Unless
it's like a military emergency.
It's fucking loud, bro. That shit fuck your ears.
Well, yeah, dude. We thought bombs were going off around us, dude. I don't know if you ever heard one in person, but that motherfucker, it will rattle your windows, dude.
Oh,
it sounds like a fucking giant bomb going off.
Yeah, you'd have like 15 or 20 planes, like after 15 or 20 planes flying, and it'd just be like that's the best thing. It'd just be like,
yeah, dude. And everyone was out in the street, like looking at each other, like, what the fuck, dude?
And they would play. We were young, but they would play on TV, like do like the blue. Oh, this is not a war. Ear protection required, and this, and this. And it was just, it's crazy,
Well, I feel pretty comfortable saying that at least us in here in this Discord, we're on the right path. Like, you gotta have the strength to change the things that you can, and fucking know the difference between when you can change something and not. I'm butchering that, but it's like a saying. It's like the Serenity Prayer or something from AA. But basically, like have the strength to change what you can change, and then the shit you can't change, just understand that you can't. Like, we can't fucking stop all this tyranny instantly. But what you can do is, like what I was saying earlier, is have your change your consciousness. And all of us talking about this shit in here, and all of us being aware of the fuck shit that's going on, that is how the world's going to change. Like, it's just a numbers game. Like I said, we got this, but like the whole world slowly.
Yeah, but you have to make it. People are starting to turn on to it, dude, and start to see the shit for what it really is. But at the same time, it's a lot of that shit gets lumped into conspiracy theories. Like, you know what I mean? The type of shit you need to see, like there's don't fucking trust the government, dude. That's stupid as fuck. If all you got to do is go look through history and know not to trust the government.
It's kind of scary, like how we're only like 300 years old, and also we're like the biggest superpower of the world. Like, so not only are we
lots of past history there.
Not only are we only 300 years old, but it's like we're also this superpower of the world. That's a lot of responsibility in such a young country.
Our country is like one of the shittiest fucking countries now. Like, now that I can finally say that shit, dude. It's shitty. It's going downhill.
But here's the thing.
I don't think so. America's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. The country's not shitty, but the system of exploitation is shitty.
Yeah. The way it's
the same thing. It's the fucking same thing, bro.
I don't know if you guys ever listened to a guy named Immortal Technique, but he said it best.
Yeah.
I love the place that I live. I hate the people in charge. And it's just, I'll always remember that. I love this country.
It's beautiful here.
That's no strings, right?
Yep. I'm so patriotic. I love it. And, Strictly was talking. He's like, people are starting to open up. Before Trump came along, I was pretty up and down about conspiracies and everything and how the government really worked. But look at Trump in office. He literally ran to be a Republican. The Republicans hated him. The Democrats hated him. He got into office, and then everyone fell in line behind him. And then you have like Nancy and Drew and all these guys up in Washington. You start to see how nasty they really. I can never.
Yeah. There was always a professionalism to it before with Republicans and Democrats. They put on that facade for the people, but Trump. Zero fucks given, dude, and it really shows the true colors of everyone. Republican, Democrat, that just you know what I mean?
Unsee it, ever. You'll never be able to unsee it. How can you trust knowing they do this shit? You know, it's
who was the bitch that was it the Speaker of the House that was ripping up Trump's paper after he did the speech?
Oh, Nancy Pelosi.
That was Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, bro.
That bitch is like the only one that's running still. She's the only one that has a chance, but she's still not going to win.
That's embarrassing.
It is, dude. It's super embarrassing. And I'm not even gonna just say the left, but it's just super embarrassing with the left, the media, the establishment. It's super embarrassing how they're handling shit, and it like Trump definitely made all this like obvious to people. Like if you just turn on the news, I mean, it's just so obvious that they're just like picking apart anything. Like it's ridiculous.
And you say it's embarrassing, but that's what it is like perceived in our mind. It's embarrassing what they're doing. The problem is before Trump, all these people just fell in line with Fox, CNN, NBC, the Washington Post, all these places. They just fell in line.
Also, alternative media is helping that a lot too.
I think it's really all like a social stick, like social fucking status and shit, man. It's really like I don't know. It's all power.
But
it's all about power.
Alternative media is opening people up the more, but it's also making people retarded because instead of getting their news from like. The TV, which they just tell you what they want you to hear anyway, but then you're reading like fucking BuzzFeed articles and shit.
Dude.
Well, it's hard to know.
I try to get my news from podcasts, man.
Dude, the No Agenda podcast is a phenomenal source for news, dude.
Yeah,
I've been listening to that shit for years.
They don't have a script and they just speak their mind, kind of like you guys are doing right now.
This is a little off topic, but I was going to ask earlier: Did anything ever come of the Kim Jong-un thing? Is he dead? Is he alive?
He's alive. That was. I love how that's just like getting thrown under the carpet. Like, how is that bigger news?
I didn't even hear much about the.
One thing I was going to say
people that had coronavirus, bro. They shot like literally all the fucking people that had coronavirus.
I believe it.
What were you going to say, Strictly?
Oh,
I mean, that's Korea for
also
you, brother.
about people opening up to this shit and seeing shit for what it really is a lot of it gets lumped in with conspiracy shit, and it's like a lot of the conspiracy shit. I think there's a lot of truth in a lot of it, and there's for sure a lot to look. But then you got retarded stuff like flat Earth,
liberal shit. Yeah.
Some of the just outrageous stuff. It's like,
there's disinformation. There's disinformation. Some people just
lump that all together, though. Like, a flat Earth is a conspiracy theorist, but then like, if you raise questions about 9/11, then you're also labeled a conspiracy theorist, where one holds no weight and one there's a bazillion fucking questions to ask.
Yeah, like the nanothermite.
I feel like people are starting to come around on 9/11 though. Like I'll talk to my dad here and there about that. And he's
also one thing I was real sad about last year.
Military shit. And he even thinks it's a little sketchy now.
That's
There's
good,
just
man.
too
People
much.
are waking
like
up.
years down the road.
Bush. Bill Clinton.
But I was sad last year, man. I think it was maybe last year, or could have been the year before. They released like 40,000 pages on JFK or something. I don't know if it was 40, maybe 14.
They postponed that like 3 times.
A shitload, dude, and like people fucking scoured it, thinking it was nothing. So even then, it's like you know who released
family
it
made alcohol.
I mean,
fucking bootleggers. That's all.
They're not gonna. Even if they release documents.
No,
Could you
they're not
imagine?
gonna say the government's who releases it, so they're not gonna say. But then what they do, man, is I think they release just enough because they will declassify shit like Operation Paperclip and shit like that. You know what I mean? Where the government looks fucking terrible. But I think they do that just so, some people will catch it because the news is never going to talk about it and nobody's ever going to hear about it unless they're looking for that type of thing. So, you know what I mean?
That's when, after World War II, the Nazi scientists got, split up between Soviet Russia and the United States, right? And they formed NASA, Operation Paperclip.
Yep. But here's the thing. Have you seen the documentary on... So, people don't understand how big the Nazi army is. You're talking...
They're still alive. They're still around.
Yeah, there's a documentary
in Brazil.
that is... it's a proof. When the Nuremberg trial started and they were executing high-ranking generals, tens of thousands of them fled to South America.
Yeah, Argentina.
In
There's a family down
Argentina.
there there's an evil ass family down there that owns a big ass plantation. Dude.
Literally, you'll go down there and you'll be walking through the woods and across the town, and you would think it'd be brown people speaking Hispanic or whatever, and it's like 100%
white Nazis.
They look like
white
fucking
Germans.
Irish niggas. Yeah, they look like Irish. They're
They're
dressed
still
like
Nazis,
Irish.
though.
Didn't Joseph Mengele move there like the Angel of Death?
Yes, they thought he went there and started experimenting on the.
People
That
say
was part of
Hitler.
that.
I think they're
was
trying to
there,
disguise
too.
themselves down there. They're like the way they dress, like in that documentary. Dude, that shit was weird.
You know, it's
They were wearing top hats and shit with like fucking grew out beards and shit. Like they did not look like a fucking Nazi, you know? Like,
well, I mean, you couldn't look like a Nazi because they were taking you.
yeah, I know.
I mean, you know,
they had dirt on. Apparently, they had dirt on everybody, dude. Like, so fucking crazy, dude.
Didn't they like test the body that was found that was supposedly Hitler, and the DNA showed it was a female?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Like, think it was a tranny?
Dude, we've been.
There's some weird shit, dog. What happened to the bell?
I think it was a tranny before it was cool.
He was having a teleporter built, bro, and it never was recovered from anywhere.
You being serious right now, dude?
Isn't it?
Yeah,
funny?
the bell. No, I promise
how
you.
that always
Hitler
happens.
was nuts, dude. Hitler went after all kinds of like shit that was supposed to give him an upper hand. Like he stole the spear of destiny or whatever the fuck they called it that supposedly stabbed Jesus.
And that's what Mengele was
supposed
into.
to like
they were
make you.
that.
It was supposed to like help you win war. There's supposedly three of them that say that they're all the actual spear. But he stole Hitler stole two out of the three.
Didn't Hitler what Slane?
I think he invented highways, right?
He did, dude. The Autobahn.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be right back.
Highways from home.
Hitler was a really bad dude, but early on in life, he was smart. Like he was an intelligent man.
Even in the late life, I mean, that's how he manipulated people and shit.
Yeah,
too.
you can't be stupid and kill 6 million plus people. You just, you know, people. I kind of seen a thing on that today. You know, Hitler was bad and did all this stuff, but look at, you know, this kind of happens every once in a while in history. Look at Genghis Khan. He killed 11% of the world's population.
And the Jones nigga that was acting like he was like Antichrist.
Yeah, he changed the genetic footprint of the human race. He killed so many people.
I think it's like 8% of the world's population. It's usually like Eastern Europe, Asia. 8 to 12% of them all share the same genetic code or something with him because he raped so many women.
Who? The Mongolian dude?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
He killed 11% of the world's population, and he would stack babies and women up a pyramid.
Isn't he like the wealthiest motherfucker alive?
That's why Russians are so hot. That's why Russian women are so hot. It's because they got partly Asian genetics in them too. For real, they're like white Asians. Fucking Russians are sexy as fuck.
Yeah, he would pile up the bodies, dude, and like somebody wrote about it. That they were like they saw a mountain. It looked like a snowy mountain, and when they got closer, they realized it was a fucking giant pile of bones.
Makes me sick, man.
Well, guys, I have some things I have to do before it gets time to put the kids down. It was great for you guys to have me, and, you know, invite me next time. I'll gladly come.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really enjoyed your presence.
For real, man. Me
You're
too.
super knowledgeable. You sound like a great dude. You're welcome on anytime, bro. Take care of what you got to take care of. Thank you for coming on.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Later, man.
Dick, bro.
All right, brother.
Oh. Some homo shit, bro.
Hell yeah. I like that dude. It's funny as fuck. He's cool. Super knowledgeable.
It's an interesting topic.
Yeah, that podcast took a turn. I don't know how we got there.
Yeah, I know, man. I kind of like you know, these kind of podcasts, like talking about politics, but I definitely think this one, people can stick around and listen to it. You know, like I don't think it was that bad.
Dude, this one's definitely. I'm gonna upload it, but I'm also gonna clip it for where we start talking about this type of shit, and I'm gonna re-upload the same episode. Call it like Conspirapod or something. So people. Because I really think that a lot of what we talked about is super important, you know. It's and it was really interesting too to have everyone's perspective.
I think for the most part, we all pretty much agreed on the same shit.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's kind of hard.
The world's sketchy, man.
I get hit sideways when somebody fucking disagrees with me on this type of shit because like not a lot of people do. Like I don't know, it's weird.
People think the world's perfect, dude. That ain't fucking.
Well, yeah, this shit's just not even over, dude. So we can keep on talking about. But now everybody's gonna know your secret, dude.
Bro,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I've been doing? I've been clicking a fucking baker stall. What am I doing with my life?
You're
Getting
playing.
thieving gains, bruh. Why? Hold on. Why are you stealing from the cake stall?
I'm 20.
Ooh.
Oh, I just got 20 thieving. I'm trying to get Desert Treasure on my pure.
It's a fun quest.
And I've just lost track of time. I've just been sitting here clicking it too while we've been talking.
I do the same thing with agility, dude.
It's not as bad fucking grinding skills when you're talking to people, though.
You should steal from the silk stall, dude. Till you
I
get
just
25.
got 20. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Then when you get 25, do fruit. I think I did fruit all the way.
I did fruit all the way to 50-something, 55.
Yeah.
I did blackjacking to like 60 something, and then like I did pyramid
Oh
plunder.
no, I did do some
What's that mini game?
some autumn sorceress garden.
Pyramid plunders was tight. I don't know. What's that?
Dude, nothing to me is more chill thieving than fucking one-click summer garden. That shit is beautiful. It's like 130k an hour.
Really?
It's 130k an hour. You click 3 times, like every 50
be like
seconds.
That. Yeah, that ain't too bad. Is it good XP though?
Yeah, it's like 120, 130k an hour, and you also get the entire drop at once. So you get like, I think it's like a 65k drop when you turn in the juice, which is fucking sweet. Seeing a 65k XP drop. You get that nice dopamine rush every time you fucking turn an inventory.
Room I'm in right now on Pyramid Plunder, I think I get like 750 XP per urn, and that's like fucking 14 urns in the fucking
What's your
last room. 87? 88? I'm not
87?
sure. 87, yeah.
That's pretty good, dude.
You know what I was thinking about?
I'd get the scepter, one at least.
If
8
this...
mil.
Yeah, Pyramid Plunder is not even worth it till 71 though. So I'll probably just do sword.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, actually, I got 72 now for.
I got that for scepter, so I jumped in kind of early, and I kind of like started grinding for XP. I didn't think I had any hope for the scepter. This shit's rare as fuck, man.
Yeah.
So if I'm just gonna sidetrack this real quick and then go back to RuneScape, but I was thinking about this earlier. If we are in a simulation and we're playing RuneScape, that means that we're playing a game inside of a game. And then when you play Barbarian Assault, you're playing a game inside of a game within a game.
Perception.
My brain. It hurts.
That's like some Robert Downey Jr. fucking
gameception shit, bro.
Tropic Thunder type shit right there.
We're in a good time to be in a game, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. This is better than the fucking Mongolian Genghis Khan time.
What'd he say? He said, I'm a dude dressed up like a dude playing a dude.
Yeah, I'm a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude.
Yeah.
You know how, okay, here, talk about simulation.
Disguised as a king playing the game.
Talk about simulation. I came home and I like put on some Netflix or whatever. First thing I put on is the interview, the North Korea thing. Mimra hasn't been like on RuneScape for a while. He's on RuneScape. He gets in the voice channel. I told him I was watching the interview, and he said he watched it today at work. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's an odd movie to watch. It's not like it's new or anything.
I know. We both fucking watched it today.
That's true.
Isn't that where the Eminem comes out and he's like, "I'm gay"?
It's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
I've always told you guys. Y'all just haven't believed me.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do I have holy sandals and devout boots? Is there even a fucking reason to have both?
Yeah, bro, there is.
Why?
Swag. Bro.
That's just good prayer bonus. You can use it for a couple of things.
I finally got both rings imbued strictly. I already told you about the Berserker, but I also got the Archer ring imbued. So I'm good to go.
Dude.
Nice, dude.
Rocking and rolling.
Yeah, they're literally the exact same thing. But, yeah.
And I got Obsidian. I also got like the Obsidian shield. Toxic.
The devout boots are... Oh, you did get the Obby shield?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't be sticking to Obsidian for too long, honestly, man.
You got
Dragon
boots.
Shit is kind of ass.
Do you got a fighter torso yet?
Yeah, you helped me get it, remember?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I'll go
I
ahead
was
and try to reach for that defender. I'll try to go and reach for, like, I'd go like a dragon scimitar and use a dragon scimitar over the hobby. 100%.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for the defender. I'm trying to...
a dragon defender with the dragon scimitar.
I got to get my strength to 70, I think, before I can... I'm at 66 right now. Because you have to have, like, what, a combined...
65.
130, yeah. So I got 60, and then I'm going for 70 strength.
You get some decent XP and sometimes some good loot from them, too. Yeah, they drop like
alcohols,
like it would be faster for you to get the dragon defender if you did.
Yeah, they drop like fucking mithril and adamant shit that outs for like 2-3k. You know, like every other drop. Yeah, you'll be down there for a minute if you want to farm like 2 or 3 of them too. So like,
what'd you say your strength is at?
66.
Oh, 66. You gotta get the 70.
Yeah, it would be faster to get your attack to 64. And then get it. But it would be faster to get the defender, but it would be like slower overall.
I'd go for the defender. I mean, shit, you're gonna do it in the long run. I mean, you might just need to bring some food, but also probably with food.
Level 70 isn't even shit, man. That's quick.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I was doing strength because I remember you saying that it was probably quicker to level up my strength so that way it would hit faster rather than trying to level up my attack.
Yeah, you'll hit harder for sure. I'm just saying because you just need them combined, it would be faster to get the defender.
True.
That way. But, I mean, really, only going to 70, it wouldn't take that much longer to just get 70 strength anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm selling these holy sandals, dude. There's no reason.
What's really like $1 million or 800k or some shit?
I don't know.
To get one of those from the clue.
Mil.
I want the wizard boots, I want some ranger boots, and a fucking...
Well, see, the only difference is the vow is 0.5 on your weight, and the holy sandals weigh nothing. The holy sandals are +3 prayer, +12 magic, and the vow is +5 prayer,
you
+12
combine
magic.
that shit with something from the drakes. You know the drakes from,
Yeah.
I forget what it is.
I don't
like
even know why I got them.
Tooth?
I think because I think for bursting monkeys. That's why I bought them.
But yeah, they're good for bursting, actually. But I'm talking about like you can combine them and it makes some kind of boot, and I think they're pretty damn good actually.
That's the devout boots I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, they look like Pagashans and
they're pretty sick actually.
Pagashans 6'9".
Pagashans 6'9".
my new username.
Man, I need to do rune crafting, and I don't want to fucking do it, man.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Sean Boy's at level 97 rune crafting.
Damn.
Jeez.
That boy's been grinding.
Yeah, man. Give it to him. Sean Boy's
Every time I message him in game, I'm like, what's good, dude?
I hit 97 HP today. I hit a lot of levels today.
Dedicated. You did what, Taxi?
I got 97 HP today. I got a lot of levels today. I'm about to max out my whole melee setup. Really.
I'll tell you what, man, taxing fucking definitely has dedication. I mean, with the levels and the loot that you got for Iron Man. Yeah, for Iron Man, dude. It's like...
Iron Man, yeah. I mean, you can't give up on this shit, man. But there's only one way to find out. You know, you make one, and then you're addicted, bro. It's weird.
Right.
Nobody wants my fucking holy sandals, man.
You trying to sell them the GE or no?
I sold them.
94 range. Oh, yeah, I just got 94 range. And I got 95 mage earlier. Fuck, dude, I've been leveling. It's crazy, dude.
What are you gonna do when you hit 99 and everything?
Like, max completely? Fucking Runescape. Man. Really go for items and shit. Try to make, this account just fucking insanely nice.
Bro, how do you max, like crafting and fletching, dude, on Iron Man? That shit would take forever.
Really? Herblore is the worst. Herblore and Runescape. Herblore, really. Herblore is pretty bad.
10 mil,
because you just gotta farm seeds and fucking herbs like all day, right?
It's just slow, dude. Like you're trying to do Slayer, but then like you have to do so much fucking Herblore. It's shitty.
Holy shit! I have 7 mil in fucking dart tips, myth dart tips I made.
Damn.
Man, that's a fucking bunch. That's over 100k, huh? Darts.
Just about.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because I just made like 20,000 of them and it's not even close to fucking 7 mil.
Yeah,
XP is
I got.
crazy though.
Well, it's like 6.45. I exaggerated a little, but yeah,
I fucking
90.7K.
I love this blowpipe, nigga. I couldn't see myself.
Man, I might be able to buy a fucking rapier like right now. That would be the shit, dude.
Yo,
Where's your
so
rapier?
would
You
you
do
guys want to
raid
do
for it.
KBD tomorrow? Like,
I'm not doing
maybe
KBD with y'all. I can't get a loot.
we got to get a little group slaying. We got to get a group together.
I'm in, bro. I'll be on tomorrow.
Don't need the
Y'all
light
definitely don't need
bullets,
any
bro.
more than 3 people. People, average.
Nah, 3 is plenty.
Yeah, 3's wait. I mean, that's like the max. There's like enough.
Yeah.
I'd go solo. I mean, I'd do fine.
I just have never done it.
I guess so.
Get like fuck. I don't even know, like 6 or 7 kills a trip. Last time
What's
I
your
went,
range
that was
level?
24. Just leveled it up.
You know what? I can buy a rapier. I'm just gonna sell my hobby. I don't use it anyway.
Hobby mall.
Hobby everything, dude.
I'll be rolling.
Your setup, your gear. Fuck Obby.
Yeah.
Shit's ugly.
Dude, I swear I get better XP with fucking just my strength, max strength gear.
Yeah, I don't have time to use it. Like I need the defense more than anything. When it's like adamant, dude. The fucking defense and that shit's it's compared to fucking adamant, dude.
Yeah, man. Like I just fucking go.
Legs, my bad. I use just the legs, but still, I don't use them really anymore. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, if I go Serpalm with the bludgeon and Bandos and Prems,
So I'm trying
the fire
to
cape, I get better XP.
Trying to
What,
get
you trying to get a bludgeon?
Serpalm.
Oh fuck! I can sell my bludgeon. I don't even need it anymore, dude.
What'd you say your
There you go.
bludgeon?
I pretty much covered that cost and left me plenty of money in the bank.
Okay. How much is the bludgeon? 50 mil?
28.5.
Oh, damn. They dropped then, huh?
I guess so. Light ballista, that's gone.
I'm about to have a heavy blister here in a minute, but they're so cheap now, dude. Holy fuck.
That's why I got rid of it. I got a heavy. Fuck it. Damn, Zerker necklaces are way down.
I'm gonna use that heavy blister that I just need the monkey tail, but I'm gonna use it for like anti-PK, like go get my dragon pickaxe or just like some shit like that. I don't know. One of the rings in the fucking wilderness.
Yeah, so it's 8:48 local time. I'm probably gonna hop off at 9, so in like 10 minutes, so I can eat some food and try to edit this podcast and upload it tonight. And get some sleep for the work day tomorrow. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Right on, man. That
Yeah,
put me
yeah,
200 mil cash stack even, dude.
Wow.
Look good. To my it's like my gear tab is my whole entire gear tab is fucking like 200 mil. You're about to spend that shit on a fucking weapon, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, where's the fruit stall?
Just Sidious.
Oh, are you talking about the house?
Go in the house. Don't go in the city, like in the middle of the city. Go in the house. It's in the back. It's like I think it's east of.
Don't you have to get your favor up to 15% for that though?
Something like that. I mean, it's quick. City's
Damn,
favorite.
dog.
It's quick as fuck. City's favorite. You can get that shit in like 20 minutes.
Have you done that, Slane? Have you gotten
not on my alt? No.
You know what you gotta do, right? You gotta plow the fields until you get 15%.
What kind of account are you making?
A pure.
Okay. Like PKM? Or just
have
one? No, okay.
Yeah,
they're going for 177.
Right because it was a free to
play.
play.
Like Zerkers, man, for some fucking reason. I'd make like a fucking range. I'd make a range pure now if I did. Like I don't know.
There's so many
damn
OP
good, bro.
you can use, dude, in PvP.
Range pure with a fucking defense on that bitch. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of voiders. They do that same shit.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I got 87 strength, 82 range, 78 mage. I'm just working for 60 attack. I get the fucking desert treasure, dude. That's gonna suck.
Yeah, that's alright. So you do fucking Monkey Man's
Desert
2.
Treasure's
No,
not bad at all, dude.
Dragon Slayer
Oh.
2 sucks.
Dragon
That's all
Slayer 2 is
enjoyable.
not bad.
It's a good
dude.
quest line. It's a good quest line, but the Galvic fight at the end sucks ass.
I'm
I had-
now the
I
proud
had spent-
owner of a Garazi rapier, dude.
Nice, bro.
Sheesh. Congrats.
Fuck yeah.
177,895. Or 177,895,000.
That's how much you got it for?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
I had to hop on GE Tracker, dude.
You should flip it.
Nah, I paid more than fucking what GE
I know,
Tracker said.
I know you did. I looked it up. It was like 150 mil.
Nah.
Yikes.
Just done fucking cock. Just done
Grand
cock
Exchange
shit.
says 175.5. GE Tracker says 177.2. I paid 178 for it. So, like, less than a mil more than what GE Tracker says. And I still got 22 mil in the bank. Bro, I'm about a big flex now, dude.
You got that Cat Williams money, bro.
I got an Avernic, too, to go with it.
I need
That's what's going
15%
with
favor.
fucking
Y'all
dumb.
are right. Man, how the fuck do I get favor here?
Just plow the fields.
Huh?
Holy shit.
There's like some
Fucking
sort of
shamans right now. This shit
there's
sucks
some
ass.
sort of field here. I'll look it up on the map as to where it is, but all you gotta do is plow the fields for like 15 minutes. Push a plow back and forth. Oh, I think you also need a hammer.
Literally, yeah, that's all you fucking need to do.
So
Is
let
it
me
by the
see.
downtown?
It's like phosphorite, whatever the fuck it is. Saltpeter. I don't even know what the fuck it is. That shit.
Hosidius. Let's look on the
Oh,
maps.
tower's huge.
All right, so
Legit, the only thing I'm missing that's not best in slot right now is an Infernal Cape.
go to when you're
Fuck getting
in
that shit.
Slan, open up the world map and look. Type in Hosidius, and then you should see something called the Vinery. It has like it's on the east side. You see that? That's
Just
where
go
I
to
think
Hosidius.
that's where you need to go. I'm pretty sure to plow the
You can look up
fields.
a YouTube guide. It's pretty fucking simple. Actually, like I said, the Hosidius one is really fucking easy.
Yeah, but I'm telling them right now, like where it's at.
So
Yeah, I think there
I'm
might be. I think
downtown
there might be a
Hosidius
faster
right
way
now.
than plowing the field, bro.
Right. It don't
You
take
can
long.
get more favor. I'm pretty sure from some like I think you get Peter or some shit like that. Pronounce it.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
think you
Salt
can.
Peter.
I think you can do that too.
Yeah, I know some like you can do like the raking shit, but like it's really made for like you get it up to like 30% favor, and then you go and move on to like the next thing, you know. Like unlock, something else that gives you more percentage, and you go up, higher and quicker.
Yeah, you might want to look up a video on it. I mean, it
It's a
literally
short
only took
guide.
me like 15 minutes
Yeah.
by plowing the fields, but Taxing's right. I think the quicker way would be to get
Sidious is easy
saltpeter.
as fuck, man. You can have it by like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's worth it too for if you're stealing from that house.
Cutting guild's nice.
Yeah, that's what I want to do for my main, so I can get 99 cooking.
Oh yeah, if you don't use the Cooking Guild for any reason, like there's no reason at all to not use Cooking Guild. Until you stop burning fish, then Rogue's Den's faster, or Myth's Guild.
I use the what's the one? Fuck, the Myth Guild is the Dragon Slayer 2 one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I have the bank right next to the fucking the burner or whatever the fuck it is, the range.
Yeah, same with
You literally don't move. You just fucking turn to the side and start cooking your fucking food. So quick. You just gotta get a high cooking level, so you ain't gotta worry about that 10% that you get at Hosidius.
Yeah, same with Rogue's Den. That's right next to the dude you can bank with. It's
Yeah, you're
like
right.
on the same tile.
Oh, you have to
But
right
yeah,
click.
there's no point. There's no
You have to
point
right-click
doing it
them,
until you. Yeah, you gotta right click them. But there's
Yeah,
no
fuck
point in
that.
doing it until you are like at the level you're not gonna burn any more of that fish.
Yeah. It's about time where he'll do
So
Dragon
you get
Slayer
the
2.
gauntlets too, right?
Yeah, and they stack. That stacks with Hosidius too.
If you're doing like sharks or some shit, like you do that over there. But like monkfish or something, chilling over there. Go to the Rogue's Den and do that shit.
I just looked the table up and only cook shit that you're not gonna burn, like with the stack. That's what I did.
I did a bunch of blast furnace today. That shit was crazy.
One tick for oblongs is faster though.
It's way fucking better than like methane coal with like mithril. Like it's literally half the fucking coal you use. It's insane.
I ain't never done it. I've always wondered like what it was.
I know. I pushed it off. I never done it either till today. Actually, really nice, man. After I found out you use half the fucking coal, oh dude, that shit's ridiculous.
Bro, this rapier fucking rips, dude. I'm not hitting what I was hitting with the Dragon Hunter Lance on this Dragon task, but still, though, I think it's more accurate.
I get my fucking Dragon Warhammer right now.
I don't think I've hit any zeros.
I get the Dragon Warhammer,
Rapier's
dude.
one of the most accurate in the game, I think.
The bank's gonna be more than yours,
Not in
bro.
the VLS. VLS is only PvP, right?
Yeah, Bounty Hunter. Bounty.
Did he forget to turn off Craig?
No, I'm about to leave in like 2 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were gone. I haven't heard you talking forever, dude. I just looked real quick and saw Craig was still in here.
That is possible. I could leave and leave Craig in the room. I think Craig only leaves when when the last yeah. I think Craig only has to leave if there's no one in the channel. So if I left Craig recording, it could be possible. But yeah, no, I'm about to hop off.
Do you use Runelight?
I got shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know, like if you log in, like you finally start logging in and like using like a fucking email address for the client, it reset all my fucking settings on like how I had it specifically set up. You know what I mean? I've had it happen to me a couple of times. No, I've had it for a while, but I didn't sign up with a email. You know what I mean? Like so I can keep the loop tracking.
Yeah, it resets all your fucking Runelight settings, dude.
It's bullshit. Like what? It don't make any fucking sense, dude.
But no,
it's just like personalize it for
my
you.
shit. Yeah, my shit would make it like it would reset a lot of settings. Like every time I would come back to the game, I would have to change certain shit. Yeah, like ground items and shit. But once I made an account, it quit doing that.
I have to like keep my client up like fucking a whole week so I can see like the loot I got from Zola for that 1 week. You know what I mean? But like after a while, the client started like getting really slow. You know, every day it would like progress slower. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh my god, dude! I fucking love this weapon.
So the Grazi.
Yeah, this is my favorite weapon I own now, dude. This is a bad motherfucker, man.
Honestly, I would like. I don't know about you. Like Grazi's cool and everything. If I was not Iron Man, I definitely have the money. I would like to have some fucking ancestral, dude. That shit looks beautiful.
Ancestral.
Yep, that's my
With the Koda?
I don't do mage too much. I think my next buy is gonna be a third age, bro.
I'm talking about just like with you know, Zora and shit. Like Zora's some good money making, you know, boss.
And so yeah, I don't need money making bosses, dude. I'm a boss.
I mean, you do BA.
Fuck it. Yeah, I just play BA for money, dude. I make way more than you can make at any boss.
I don't really care. There's just a lot of content, bro. Like in the game, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'll eventually do it all, but I'd rather just fucking show.
I understand. Like we had that conversation that first night. You know, like I know, like I could definitely get into BA. I don't like it fucking at all, but I know if like I get deep into it, I know that shit's probably fun. You know.
Oh, dude, there's just so much fucking to it, man. It's one of those things. Like I realize how deep the mechanics were.
It's detailed, like I just said, bro.
Because like mechanic wise, it probably has like the most complex mechanics out of anything.
The fucking whole game of RuneScape, you think?
Yeah, I know people that are maxed with Infernal Capes that have told me that. So I'm like, I'll take their word for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
probably both them Infernal Capes.
On the surface, it doesn't look like much, but then you start breaking shit down, and then you like learn the meta, and you're like, oh, that's still like whatever. But then you start getting into like theory behind shit, like, you know, for defense and shit like that, and just like there's some shit you got to do like tick perfect, dude.
Yeah,
the placement too of everything.
Like if you're solo attacking, you gotta hit.
I guess. In a sense, you get all these controls and ticks down for PCAN and like all these little details and getting progressed in PCAN like on a setup you use or whatever. It's just like that,
Yeah,
probably.
for sure.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm terrible at it too.
Yeah, I am too. But I bet it's like a bossing like Zola or some shit. Like learning Zola is hard as fuck at first, but if you can after a while, it gets normal. But what's up?
Yeah, man, I gotta hop off, put this podcast, or at least try to get this podcast online, eat some food. Thank you, Slan, Taxing, Strictly Bake, and David. I know he's not in here right now. Oh, and Mimra's in here too. But thank you guys for doing this.
Still in here, buddy?
Nah, he's not in here now. I was just thanking him in case he's listening to it later. But this is definitely one of the more enjoyable episodes for me to do.
Yeah, man, it really was.
Past couple days.
Fun,
I've been needing to do one. I feel like I've been this week's kind of been a little bit. There hasn't really been that many, so it's awesome.
Slacking and shit too.
It was really awesome.
Yeah, what the fuck, Fire?
Hey, I still need to review the fucking Elon Musk episode. I keep pushing that back because it's.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I might sit down tomorrow and fucking do like picture-in-picture.
Do
actually,
one together, me and you.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think I need to do that tomorrow.
I'll see how I'm feeling because I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling.
I want to get it out. I haven't listened to it yet because I wanted to save listening to it until I review it because I think there's a whole bunch of shit that would be interesting to me. But yeah, man. No, thank you guys. I'm really happy and proud of the way that, not to sound cheesy, but the way that this community is. I love how no one's like flaming each other on the Discord. Like, I may
fuck with you.
We fuck
a little bit. It's all love, homie. All love, homie.
Yeah, we fuck around, but it ain't.
Yeah, that's all. Like... I'm glad you understand that too, bro. Fuck yeah.
Well, that's the beautiful thing of this fucking. Like I said, not to sound cheesy.
There's a difference between fucking around and just being toxic, dude.
Brothers, yeah. Well,
and we don't have that in here. We don't have anyone being toxic. Everyone's fucking cool as fucking here, and it's fucking awesome. So
no like hatred, so that's good.
Yes, sir. Fucking really pleased. But
make it a good thing is too if there's someone being toxic, bro, you can give them the boot.
Yeah, and we haven't needed to do that.
Give them the boot.
Badoosh.
People that usually come in here, I mean, it usually draws in good energy. So you know what I mean. Like everybody in here is really just respectful, really good energy, positive people, and that's all we're gonna deal with too. We're not gonna deal with any other bullshit.
Strength in numbers,
makes the game
guys.
so much better too.
Unless you need help, I'm down to fucking help somebody, but. Ain't gonna do any fucking talking down upon my nigga Mickey or you or fucking Strictly. No. Fuck no.
No. This is a family here. You don't fuck with the family. That's just how it goes, bro. But thank you guys. Love you. Peace.
Me too.